Alright. And I think we're live, or will be very shortly here.
Let's see.
Is anyone else having trouble loading in?
Yep, there we are.
No, I'm in.
I can go out and try to get in again if I'm already in, so I don't know.
I see a blank screen, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be seeing a blank screen or not.
No.
Are you zoomed out all the way?
Let's see. Does that help?
One second, and I'll take a look.
Alright.
Yep.
You should see where you are now. Although it's kind of a weird area. I'm about to change the map, so it won't matter too much.
So there's that moment where you hear yourself talking through the stream and you realize, my god, I sound like an ass.
Yeah, it was.
I recorded myself too. I've actually done a recording. Good Christ. First recording that I did, I sounded terrible.
Yeah, I sound so much deeper than what I think I sound like.
Yeah, you always sound deeper in your own head than what your voice
Or no,
actually is.
I think I speak higher pitch
Oh,
than
really?
I actually speak, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but it's like infinitely loading me.
You might need to reboot, or what do you use to use Chrome?
I use my PlayStation for everything, and I've never
One,
had like any problems.
Is PlayStation Network having an issue? If the PSN's having issues, it might affect you.
Didn't even know you could use a PlayStation on Roll20.
Yep, you can. It looks like the network's up.
Let me see if I can get onto another website here.
Alright.
I'll pull up Archives and Ethos. Yeah, it instantaneously loads anything else.
Hmm.
Have you tried blowing on the disc?
And I'm back.
Alright, so, see? Let me flip this around here.
The stream is so many seconds behind us. It is
Yeah, I just
hilarious.
realized that. It's a good.
Alright, you see?
Yeah, it's good.
That's it right there,
5 or 6
right?
seconds behind usually. Yeah, that should be it.
So what you're saying is the stream's a whole round of combat behind us, and we can't use it to metagame.
Boy, if we could do a round in 5 or 6 seconds, we'd be jamming, man.
But that's what a round is 5 or 6 seconds. I don't know what you're going on about.
And I just realized I can't actually hear anything from the stream because I have my audio hooked up to my laptop and not where I'm looking at the stream from.
Oh, you
Oh,
can
well.
hear us though.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can hear you guys. So, but I can't hear myself, which is the unfortunate part.
Well, no, that's good because otherwise you'd hear an echo, which would be that would really screw you up.
I generally have it on mute anyway.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
I'm just infinitely loading.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that.
I can go and try to get on Roll20 on my my PS4. See if I'm having the same problems.
Let me change to a different map, see if that helps. Alright, let's go to this map. See what happens.
Yeah, it instantaneously loaded when you did that.
Okay. So it's
Instantly loaded when you did that.
for some reason it doesn't like that map. Weird.
Apparently,
It's too
switch
black.
it back.
Yeah.
Switch it back. See whether or not
Okay.
Undead can keep it up.
You're up, Undead. You see the map right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what it could be. Let me check my downloads and see if there's anything
Let me switch it back to the other map and see if
that's
it's,
downloading.
see if it goes black for you. This map isn't that big. It shouldn't be that. Shouldn't take that long to download, honestly.
Shouldn't.
Yeah. Is it working now?
It's a white screen right now.
Huh.
All right, now it's loading.
Nothing, huh?
It's stuck in infinite loading.
What
That's
is
really
with this
bizarre.
map?
That is really weird, yeah.
Uh,
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter.
oh boy.
Let's go ahead and go back to this map while I get James into the game anyway.
Let me fully load into the game and then try switching it.
Yep, we'll try that.
Because before it was still loading.
Okay. So when you're loaded, let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna talk to James and get him in the game. So James, you are Drake and Aasimar Oracle. Why don't you describe yourself a little bit? Why don't you describe your
My character's kind of darker skin. Currently have a tail dragon behind me. I've got like a silvery hair and just an angry look on his face all the time.
Okay. Do you know where you're from or anything? You figured that part out yet?
I am an outsider.
Right, but that's your race. Do you know where you're from? I mean, are you from Galarian or?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Do you know any
just
of your
been-
backstory at all yet?
No, not yet.
Fair enough. We will do it the old-fashioned way. All right. So, you remember recently having a dream, and the dream kind of stuck with you. And let's see here. We'll start with. We'll do this. Your sleep is troubled by vague feelings of unease and angst. You feel as if something epic is coming, something dangerous, not just to you, but to everyone you know. You awaken with a gasp. You open your eyes to a dark red sky, the color of blood and ashes. Dark clouds gather and thunder rolls in the distance. Sand, driven hard by a hot wind, blasts against you, assaulting your skin and forcing your eyes to begin quickly blinking as you try to clear them of the noxious grit. And sorry for those of you who have heard all this before. It's mandatory for new players, though, so got to go through it. All right.
We have new people on stream that just came in on the
Well,
5th or
fair
6th
enough.
stream.
Fair enough. For those of you who are new to, or may not have seen the first adventure, this is the dream that all the characters had before they started playing. It's kind of the intro to the campaign a little bit. So
Before we walked into hell.
before you walked into hell, quite literally, in fact. Sitting up and looking around, you find yourself in a harsh, rocky landscape visible by the ambient red lighting of the sky. Rivers of molten lava meander through barren, blasted rocks and plains. Occasional ruins of buildings indicate that this area was possibly once inhabited by something. Whatever lived here once, though, appears to be long gone as you hear nothing but the mournful wind and the rolling thunder in the distance. And you've never felt so lonely in all of your existence. As you are looking around in despair, not knowing why or how you came to be in this desolate hell, you suddenly feel as if you are not alone. Spotting something luminescent in the distance, you rub your eyes, trying to clear them of the stinging dust. When you open them again, you find yourself surrounded by a multitude of figures. Some are visible, and you see many races represented around you. They all seem to be rugged sorts, though, used to adventuring and hardship. Mixed in among these people are luminescent figures that do not seem to have a fixed shape, as they morph and change over time. Though you have never seen any of these figures before, somehow you recognize them as kindred spirits. They seem familiar, and you know that if you saw them again, you'd recognize them. Though you have no idea how, you know that these spirits will journey with you as companions and friends. Between blinks, the mysterious spirits are gone. You look around in confusion, and suddenly, standing in front of you is a massive four-armed, ebony-skinned Trox. You grasp it. I'm not sure why I have forearm there. He doesn't have forearms. And anyway, you gasp in surprise and scoot back a bit, wary of this giant being who looks like he could smash you with hardly any effort. Lightning flashes in the distance, and with a hiss, red rain begins to fall a few miles away. Jagged bolts of electricity sizzle through the rain, making you blink and turn away several times. Even looking at the rain gives you a sense of chaos and great change, as if the coming of the rain portends epic events, both fortunate and grim. Oh, I really can't talk tonight. Sorry about that. A voice speaks in your mind, reverberating and making you clench your head in pain. The power of the voice is so overwhelming that you can barely think, much less understand what it says. Somehow you manage to pull meaning from the cacophony, and you realize this being is in dire need of your help, or possibly your enmity. It's hard to tell, confusion reigning in your brain. All you know for certain is that you must find this being before it's too late. Too late for what? You don't know. As you recover, you feel as if words have been etched into your brain. And James, this might be familiar. This little bit might be familiar to you from my last campaign. The end of an era, a deadly chimera, fall of divinity, unholy trinity, cleansing, flensing red rain, harbinger of dire pain. Mighty heroes will rise to combat he who dies. But death is not the end, and life will transcend. This is all gone before. Eternal is the war. Alright. With a deafening sense of silence, the voice leaves your mind, and the black Trox disappears from your sight, leaving you staring once again at the red landscape of hell. You gasp at the sudden cessation of pain in your head, and you fall to the ground, slowly recovering your senses. As you begin to slow your breathing and recover, you once again suddenly feel your consciousness yanked away. Faster than you imagined possible, the endless red, barren landscape rushes beneath you until you feel as if you have no sense of where you are or where you are going. Eventually, you see a great canyon in the distance. As you get closer, you see hordes of demons and devils mixed in with angelic winged beings, humans, elves, and all manner of more mundane races. The demons and devils battle not only each other, but all the other races as well, a great battle spreading out before you. Massive swaths of destruction are visible everywhere, and literal piles of corpses dot the landscape. At the bottom of the canyon, you see some kind of huge portal, edged in fire, from which pour multitudes of humans and other races, all adorned in armor and screaming mighty battle cries, engaging the fiends whenever they can. The fighting is fiercest around the portal as demons pop in and out of existence, taking hapless victims with them to their doom. Your viewpoint speeds up and you find yourself rushing headlong through the portal, where you begin to see a somewhat more normal landscape. Though there is also fighting on this side of the portal, it is not as intense, and several large bases surround the portal where massive armies are encamped. Whether they are guarding or invading, you're not sure. And with that, you awake. Not sure what that dream was about, but it seemed very vivid and very memorable. Normally you don't remember your dreams very well when you wake up. This one sure was, although you as an oracle, you might, I suppose, but this one seemed especially prophetic to you.
Definitely.
In any case, you head to your local tavern for dinner that night, and you step through a doorway, and all of a sudden you find yourself somewhere else. You're not sure how you got there, but you arrive.
Frickin' portals.
Frickin' portals, I love them. They are a DM's like mini Swiss Army knife. I love it.
Frickin' signal. Oh, piss. Right.
Okay.
Oh, piss.
Just
All
straight up evil, eh?
So you appear, looking around, you notice that there are 5 people who are in your dream. And they are standing nearby, looking worriedly at something that's coming out of the water, which I'll get to in just a sec.
Actually, I'm not worried at all anymore. It looks like apparently we have Dritz on our team. doesn't buy that picture right there, I mean, I think we're good to go.
Well, from your
I'm
point
just
of view,
looking for his where's his animal companion at? I mean, we're good.
from your point
The
of
panther
view,
is currently in this little statue.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
By the way, Gamma, question because I always ask. How tall is your character?
How tall?
Yes.
Oh, average Oracle, average Azamar height. I don't believe I got that information put in yet. I literally been
They're
building this character on the
generally
fly.
human height.
So
Why?
like
How short are
5'7",
you?
5'8", 5'3". I'm a tiny tiefling female.
He likes having a reverse dick measuring contest, but instead of a dick, it's his height.
But that means I win automatically. I'm a halfling.
Yes. Who's the shortest? You win, Mara.
Yeah,
Who's the tallest? Isn't it the lizard folk?
yeah, it's a little.
Yes.
Yeah.
How tall
There's
is he?
no
Like,
point in having a contest. You have a lizard folk and a halfling on your team. You're going to
Yes.
lose no matter what you do.
Yes.
It's to say he's not in last place.
Okay,
how tall is the lizard folk again? Was he like 6'5"?
6'7"?
Let me check. He's too big.
We are fucking around because we really don't care.
He is 7'2".
7'2". He is 11. He is 23 inches taller than Jasmine.
Pretty sure I can piggyback on him.
I
I'm
can.
pretty sure you've already
is,
done that. I'm pretty sure all of you have already done that.
We have actually. Besides Drake.
oh mercy. Quick question from aesthetics. All the little portraits, like everyone's name in Roll20, how do you shrink that down again?
You go to the right settings, and it is an option that I don't have.
All
Oh,
right,
there it
so
is.
you
Player
press the
sound
cogwheel in the top right, and it should be at the very bottom, player avatar size. You can make it all the way down to just names only. If you'd like a step-by-step, I will turn my camera around.
No, I got it. Thank you.
Oh, you already got it?
Yep.
All right.
Just everyone's name and picture was like taking up the entire grid.
Yeah, that can be a problem.
All right. So, you guys, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, had been going through the labyrinth in Elysium. You came to Elysium to help the diva, Ibdiel, gain his spark back. But as you were traveling around, you found that somehow the Beebolith had not only taken his spark, which you know how that happened, but somehow the spark seemed to be affecting the diva, and he has been having alignment issues, let's put it that way. Not sure what he's supposed to be doing, but he seems to be having moral shifts right and left. And you went through various questing and talked to various people in Elysium trying to figure out where you should go, and eventually learned that you should go to the Labyrinth of Accord, where you would be tested in various ways. Having done so, and passed a army of celestial beings to get here, you went through the first two tests, one for Ibdiel and one for Abea. And at the end of the test for Abea, you suddenly appear in a new location. You notice that Moira is no longer with you, and there is a different person with you. All of you vaguely recognize this person from your dream. He seems familiar, but you're pretty sure you haven't seen him in life before.
That's a guy
Yes?
with that picture?
Yep. Believe it or not, he went through a lot of trouble trying to find the picture, and did. You know, there really are a lot of female pictures on fantasy characters on the net, and finding a male one of
Oh,
much
yeah.
anything is
Yeah.
really difficult, actually. So
Very much so.
pickings are
That's
slim.
one of the reasons why I play female characters. Yes.
I actually had thought about changing it to a female just to have a matching picture.
You know, if we're all female except for Lotan, it would be a anime harem.
I forgot.
You're forgetting
Lee.
Torianis.
Mhm.
Also, none of you have enough scales.
I do.
I forgot, Lee. In
Technically.
your game, is there grappling?
Yeah, normal Pathfinder rules.
Yeah,
Okay.
Torianis is their grappling.
Torianis definitely was grappled for a while.
Oh,
Remember that.
that might be a minute.
All right. So, as you are turning around and noticing where you are and noticing this new person with you, with the second test behind you, you find yourselves at the center of the labyrinth beside a shimmering pool of radiant water. The items of accord glow with the intensity of a large bonfire, though no heat radiates from them. Hang on, my volume is out of the music.
Just curious, do I detect any evil on this new guy?
You may take the time to check if you wish, but wait until I finish reading the description because you may not want to. Here in this quiet park, with a wall of hedges and around you, and a shimmering pool of still water beside you, you realize that there is still one test left to complete. The diva lies on the carpet of grass, still locked in a fevered sleep. The Beebalith lies beside him, also unconscious. Both of them toss and turn restlessly, as though dark dreams trouble their sleep. Between them, glowing like a small sun, hangs a ball of light that can only be the diva spark. Tendrils of light connect the spark to both beings, keeping the ball from floating away. As you watch, one tendril of light snaps and dissolves, then another. The ball is rising higher, the diva and Beebalith are dying. Suddenly, the shimmering pool bubbles and boils. Something foul and twisted emerges from the water. It is a Beebalith, like a Bea, but larger, more fiendish. It rages at you, then attacks with barbed claws that slice through the air with frightening velocity.
Do we roll initiative?
Probably a good time for it, yes, actually.
No, we use diplomacy with our sword.
I don't know if I actually,
Let's do
I don't know
this.
if
I wish I
actually
could
showed you the
size
picture.
this thing.
I think I did.
Who uses a sword? Actually, I don't think anyone in the party actually uses swords.
Oh, wait, Gamma, watch this. Syndra Undead's initiative is great.
Ugh, God.
Yes.
Well, I changed it to where I took 4 points off of it.
Aww.
Your
Why?
initiative is still amazing, don't lie.
Wait, why?
Because people were complaining about it, so.
No, you weren't.
No one was complaining.
Oh,
We are
I mean,
laughing
if
at
one
it.
here is going to have to go first, it would have to be the one with magic because you can end the fight before it starts.
No one was complaining, we were laughing and prodding at it, though.
I mean, admittedly, I'm kind of jealous, but that doesn't mean you should change it.
It was great.
Gotta go. You know what? You still have a plus 10. Don't even lie.
I lowered it by 4.
Yeah, okay, 4 off of 14 is not
Yeah,
the same
I
as 4
mean-
off of
Hey, look at it
6.
this way. If I would have kept it, I would have a 30 initiative right now.
That would have been great.
Yeah, it means you can go first and like turn this guy into a rabbit or something.
A rabbit?
A polymorph, whatever.
Alright, who are we missing in initiative? Let's see.
So,
Dave.
When did he die and become level 8?
You're probably missing me because I don't use the thing because I can't on PlayStation.
Undead, yes, we are missing you. Alright, so let me go
26.
ahead and add your initiative, and you can change it. Alright, so go ahead and change it to whatever. Here, I'll do it
Yeah,
for you,
that's
actually.
what he used to roll.
There you go.
That's a low roll.
Yeah,
Alright,
26, that's
You're all
right.
set. Okay, so let's go ahead.
sweet! I'm dead last.
Congratulations.
Well, you are Dritz, so you save the best for last, you know, so. It'll be alright.
Oh, goodness.
Well, his class might surprise you, but we'll see. Alright, so you have a large, evil-looking Beebalith in front of you. Your party behind you. Syndra, what do you do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5, 10, 15. 15 plus 25, 30, 40. All right. I'm going to move up to where I'm within 40 feet. 5, 10,
So, like, right there.
20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 15 plus 25 is 40. And I'm 45 away right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, not within range. All right. Am I within range now? Yes, I am. All right, I'm gonna move there and hit it with a scorching ray. 2 scorching rays, actually. Let me roll to hit first.
That would be useful, yes.
All right.
Okay.
So
I'm not going to be able to do damage to this thing anymore. God damn it.
All right. First ray. 12 flat-footed touch. Second ray.
Not sure if that actually does. Let me check.
9 flat-footed touch.
I'm fairly certain that one misses.
You would be wrong. They both hit.
You gotta be kidding me.
Really?
It has a 9
it's
touch
large.
AC.
Because it's large.
He's boys
Yep, 'cause
big.
it's large, yes.
Oh, right.
Let me pull up my spell here.
And all he has is
God.
natural armor, so yeah. No dex bonus or anything really. It
Okay,
wouldn't matter
so
since
But
it's
first,
that natural armor, though.
He does have good natural armor.
Okay, let's see.
Actually, he does have a dex bonus, but it's pretty tiny.
okay, first ray does.
Okay.
Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, first ray does 21 fire damage. The second ray that hits him does 19 fire damage. That's one spell, Scorching Ray.
Okay. And he
Hitting
is...
twice?
It shoots 2 rays
Not
if I'm
immune.
level 7.
He's not immune
Level
to fire.
5, Ifrit gets 2 higher for fire spells.
And DR
Oh,
doesn't
nice.
apply against spells, so that goes right through. And therefore, you heal him for 30. Excellent.
40.
40.
40?
40.
I thought
40
you only
fire
had 2 rays.
damage. Yeah, that's 2 rays. 21 plus 19 is 40.
Oh, right. Okay, wrong rolls. Alright, you heal him for more. Great.
Heal!
Alright, so, as you hit the beebelet, it roars in pleasure as it grows a little bit. Its skin hardens and becomes more rock-like, and it grins evilly at you.
Mara's just gonna facepalm, look to Syndra and say, "Do you remember where we encountered them the first time, correct?"
So it not only is immune, but it heal it. It didn't even heal. It got temporary HP of 40.
Yep. It looks bigger and badder and just the whole... It looks awesome.
What side are you on?
From
Is this part of your little artistic talent?
I wanna
Awesome.
roll a bluff and
Okay.
say, I come bringing offerings of fire to you.
I detect evil in Syndra to see if she's betrayed us.
Yeah, that's right. I'm partying up with the Beebleth guys. Sorry.
From what we've known from identifying Beebleths before, do we know if they can regenerate off of fire damage or if they just normally resist it?
Not normally. In fact, they don't normally
The
resist
last
it
one
either.
that we fought.
They
The
are,
last one.
yeah, no, they're not immune. They don't have DR against or resistance against it. It just affects them normally, as far as you know.
You mean to tell me a creature from hell actually doesn't resist fire?
Technically from the abyss, but yes, that's correct.
What is this even?
Even
Secretly
normal
a fire elemental disguised as a Baya.
Even normal.
Well, guys, I'm a fire sorcerer, so I really hope. Can I just roleplay as the Dritz Panther or something? Because this fight is not going to go too well.
Don't have any
Fire
sad
sorcerer.
stuff, buffs or anything?
Yeah, of course I do. But I'm just...
Okay. My turn. I will set up my useful. I will set this up.
Oh,
All right.
you marked it.
So you begin digging in your pockets and looking for lint, and pockets of gum, and we'll
It's a
get to your
potion
turn.
for me.
So I like
It's a potion, I just
like
go,
Lynn
whoop.
bits of gum better. All right, Torianis.
Okay, I'm going to move up and cast Bless on everybody.
All right. As you do so, you notice that the extra hit points go away on the Beeblith, and it screams out in agony, "No! You evil being, do not do that!"
We gotta be
My
nice.
allies.
You gotta be kidding me.
Kill it with kindness.
Oh my god. I see what's going on here.
Care Bear hug to death.
I compliment it.
Wait, so if I were to roll like a nat 20 on my bluff, would have all of a sudden hurt him? Because I was trying to help him.
Maybe.
You never know.
God.
All right. So evil Abea climbs out of the water and rushes towards you. What is its move? Ah, perfect. Skitters along on all of its feet, and cackling maniacally, it swings at Lotan.
Yes.
Lotan, what the fuck did Lotan do?
Swing at Lotan. That's a great idea.
That's probably the worst idea, but okay, swing at Lotan.
All right.
I was lying.
There.
I know
Okay.
Lotan actually has decent touch AC for. I think.
AC in general is great.
All right. It bites.
Yeah.
It bites at you and claws at Jasmine.
Oh,
Okay.
it gets 2 attacks.
Actually, no. I take that back. It just bites at you. My bad.
Oh, okay. That hits. I'm flat-footed.
Okay.
That would hit me even if I wasn't flat-footed.
Let's
Oh, actually, that
see.
would just hit me, and it rolled a 16. Okay.
Let's see. My defense is. It would still technically hit me. Yes.
The rot does not affect you right now, or it doesn't apply right now. But you do take 11 points.
Oh, just you wait till levels 8.
All right. Mara, you are up.
All right. Going to move to about right here.
By the way, Lotan, you are actually make me an intelligence check, Lotan.
You're asking the lizard folk
Yes.
from the butt
Yes.
fuck nowhere.
We're
You're
asking.
Lotan.
You're
make-
asking
actually, you know what?
him to make a roll. Yes.
I take it back. Everybody make me a perception roll. If you get a DC 15 or better, I'll tell you something.
Can't fail that.
Yeah, well.
Holy crap, Lotan! Why?
Okay, well, Lotan doesn't see this, but pretty sure
Well,
everyone.
Lotan got he rolled a nat 20. How does he not see that?
Lotan?
Lotan
he sees-
did, in
oh,
fact.
I'm sorry, I was talking about Mara. I misread
Mara
the name.
doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, well, at any rate,
And Drake doesn't.
those of you who do notice, you realize that you've seen. Actually, James, you wouldn't, unless you roll a knowledge planes. But you guys have seen Beebless attack. You know that they're pretty badass. This attack seems significantly weakened over what a normal Beebless would do. Not sure why. All right. So Mara, you're up.
All right, there's my knowledge planes.
Okay.
Uh,
So you would also
I'm
realize
going-
that.
I'm going to move to there and then use my move action to create a barricade for the people adjacent to me and Abaya. So they get a soft cover.
Okay. That gives
I'm
them.
not going to do
okay.
anything else though.
Soft cover gives me +4 AC, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it does. All right. Lotan, what you gonna do?
Well, Lotan saw it getting hit by fire, and he knows, at least he thinks he knows that these things aren't resistant to fire, and it got strong from the fire. But when someone did the Care Bear bless, it hurt it. So Lotan thinks really hard with his lizard brain, and he's gonna try to do a lizard thing. He's gonna, I guess, 5 foot and hug it. try the Care Bear. Because apparently love conquers all. And he's seen enough planar bulk twat to think this is a possibility.
Not going
A
to
toast
end well.
to Lotan.
This is not going to end well. Okay.
Does that provoke attack?
Yeah, I'm afraid it does.
Is it a consensual hug?
No.
No.
I'm afraid not.
Oh
You can
god.
attack Lotan. It doesn't matter. Lotan's got the health.
Alright, so the first claw... wow, we rolled a 19, damn.
It only gets 1 attack on an AOO.
I know. No, the first claw is the only one that hits.
Dealing
4
near
points.
minimum damage.
Lotan will.
But
Lotan
he
better.
skitters back a little bit and says, "Ah, disgusting! Get away from me!" As it claws you.
I've got more HP where that's from. Come over here, big boy.
All right, but you actually do notice that it seems to get a little bit weaker from that.
Love conquers all.
Oh god, this is so cheesy.
Heart is the best superpower.
I will say that this is not how I was expecting this to go, but okay.
Torianus the Bless kind of tipped it.
I don't know.
Torianus MVP.
Torianus MVP.
All right.
Yeah, if he hadn't have done that, my strategy was heal it so much eventually it just explodes from getting healed with health points.
Well, it does.
You
seem,
might as well heal it anyway.
It does seem
It
weaker,
might
but
work.
It didn't damage it any. It does seem weaker though.
Mara, touch it with your lay on hands.
Sure.
All right, Drake, you're up.
Okay, I'm seeing this bizarre battlefield before me. Just kind of looking at everyone going, what on earth?
We're not on Earth. What are you talking about?
What in
Elysium? What in
what
Elysium? The plane
So-
of neutral good Greek gods?
I'm going to come up right behind Lotan here. I'm going to reach into my bag. And I'm going to pull out a wand.
Yay, the smacking of the cure light wounds.
Yes. And I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds on Lotan.
All right, roll it.
Do you get a bonus off your wand?
Unless it's at 5th level, you shouldn't be.
Ah,
We can just
no, I read it wrong.
remove it by 4
4.
points.
Yeah. Normally, typically a
So-
Cure Light wand is D8 plus 1 unless you've gotten a higher level caster wand.
Still
No,
almost
I
heals
just
me
got
right back
basic
up.
One,
Okay.
and I'm not a Life Oracle, so I don't have bonuses to it.
All right. So yeah, you still get healed for 7.
That is actually quite good, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I can hug you another day, Abea.
Syndra,
Okay,
it grins at you and says, "Do it again."
so
I would say
I was-
follow the leader. Or
I
the
was
Lotan.
going-
That's right.
I was going to hit this thing with a Rave Enfeeblement. But if this is kind of like reverse topsy-turvy kind of thing going on, this may be a big mistake. Oh god.
We're all big mistakes. It's all right.
Yeah.
This may be a big mistake. Should I do this? Are we gonna like try to love this thing to death or whatever? Or
We
I
might
guess,
as
like-
well.
It seems to be working.
Because if we can do this, we can say we want to fight by hugging something to death. We can say we literally killed something with kindness.
I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do because it's too risky because he could just kill us. Instead, I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to enlarge person on Lotan.
Oh, yay.
So he can hug him better.
All the hugs. Normally, Lotan wouldn't accept it. Well, actually, he can't
So here's
because he
here's
has
a
no
question
space
for
to
Lotan.
expand.
Do you count as a
Yeah?
person for person spells?
Yes, I am a humanoid. I'm a humanoid with the lizard folk subtype.
All right, good enough.
The only people that can't be affected by that is normally like outsiders or like undead and stuff. Like as long
Like
as
half
you're not
the
an
party.
outsider.
Okay, so you you grow and you bump into the Beebalith. You're now crowding him, still hugging him. You've just your arms are moving up its body as you grow.
Oh, I'm sorry. That spell would have been. I couldn't move, so I would have to cast it from there. Anyways, go ahead.
Is that a touch spell or does it have a range?
No, I think it's a range.
No, it's range. I
Okay,
just
good.
didn't see the casting time. I would have to spend my whole turn doing it.
Ah, so it doesn't take effect till your next turn. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Jasmine.
She's going to look to Lotan. She's going to look to Torianus, and then the evil spider dude. Facepalm, then spit the adhesive at the spider dude. He has to make a reflex save.
All right. You will do so.
He makes it.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Does he even resist? Try to
yeah.
dodge it?
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't want to get caught by it.
Let's see. What does that mean?
From what I'm getting, if you
Put that-
deal HP damage to him, it counts as healing because it makes him rage. But the final test, if I remember correctly, was peace. So we gotta be peaceful. You just gotta show him the love.
I still think he's entangled, but only for a turn.
Okay. You look that up to make sure, but yeah, that's fine for now. All right, Torianus, what you gonna do?
Looking.
I am going to step back and use that ability that I've always had but never used. Monstrous Insight, so I
Oh
can get an
my.
insight as to his capabilities.
All right.
Oh no, he's still entangled. He can just move at half speed.
Okay.
He's not stuck.
So I assume I'm using Knowledge Planes.
Yes, this would be a knowledge planes.
So it's +5 on that from 1+1 per each level.
Okay.
So
And he will be entangled for 3 rounds.
Even though he made a save.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
What's the
He
spell
can
called?
move. Adhesive spittle.
All
It
right,
acts like a
continue.
tiny
I'll,
frag.
I'll look it up. Go ahead and continue. Torianus.
All right. Whether or not the check is successful. All right. So, what do you get if you succeed?
if I
what-
succeed, I learn its strengths and weaknesses, basically.
And what is the DC?
It doesn't say.
The DC is whatever your spell level, or no, wait, that wouldn't make sense. I guess.
Oh,
I
it's
have
a
to look it
normal.
up.
It's a normal DC for the creature, the knowledge of
Yeah.
the creature. All right, that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, so why do you need an ability for this? You could just do a standard knowledge planes. What is it? How does this help you?
Well, this also gives me bonus. Yeah. Yeah. It also gives me extra bonuses for to my own AC and hit whether or not I succeed.
Okay, well that's okay. That makes sense. All right, so bonuses and let's see, creature. All right, so obviously you get that it's a Beebalith, except that it's not. It's a spirit creature of some sort. You get a name that you've never heard of. You can look it up later, and I'll figure out what it is later. But the
Okay.
abilities of it are basically it's not affected by normal attacks, although it is affected by it. Well, okay. It doesn't take damage from normal attacks, but it does. Rather, normal attacks heal it, as do spells and things like that. It's essentially like a negative energy creature versus positive energy, except everything is positive energy to this thing. And it seems to the other thing you get is that it's a unique creature, and partly made of shadow magic.
Okay.
So it's
And
not,
I don't know of any weaknesses.
weaknesses.
Positive energy?
No.
Darn.
Tranquility.
Yeah. Okay.
If you can
It's hard
get
to
it-
be
if you-
tranquil
if
when
you
you're
can get
getting
it to be at
clawed and
peace,
bit. But
if you can get it to be at peace and relaxed, you think that it may actually have some bad effect on it.
Okay. Do you have
You're
any
literally-
indication whether if it's immune to sleep or mind affecting effects?
It's immune to pretty much everything, as far as you can tell.
Darn.
Okay.
You can
All
tell
right,
this
well-
encounter has been specifically designed to make sure that doesn't happen.
I tell
it's
the party,
immune to.
immune to all damage. Basically, make it peaceful.
Yep, pretty much.
Mara, diplomacy.
Okay, I'll try.
All right,
Don't say you'll try. You know you.
so
it might be immune to diplomacy too.
No one's immune to your diplomacy, Mara.
Despite being entangled, it moves away, and Lotian and Mara, and possibly Drake and Jasmine if you have reach.
No.
You get attacks of opportunity on it if you wish.
Can I make my attack of opportunity a hug?
Mm,
I have claws as a natural weapon, so I can just reach out and hug them.
huh.
No, don't go that way.
Yeah, I don't see
Remember,
why
he
not.
moves that half seed.
No, he did a double move basically. That's all he's doing this.
Just making sure.
Which
Wait, another-
actually technically means he's withdrawing, so I guess you wouldn't get an attack of opportunity. So
No, if he's moving double, if he's double moving, he would either take the withdrawal action and then take whatever his move is,
yeah.
or he would double move.
And you withdraw only doesn't provoke on the first 5 feet. He would still provoke from Lotan.
And Mara, I have a reach weapon.
Ah, okay. Well, fair enough. You guys both can attack it if you wish.
Lotan hugs.
All right. Roll.
I can't hug with a spear.
So roll just a regular touch attack then?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, well, you hit its touch AC, and you manage to hug it as it goes by, and it screams at you in disgust, and attacks you back.
It can't. You don't
Why?
get an AOO when you do a withdrawal action.
Well, technically, it's not doing withdrawal; it's just doing a double move. Since withdrawing wouldn't do it any good anyway. And besides, he can
How's
only
it
move.
good?
He could apparently only do a move action if he's withdrawing.
Wait, how
so.
does it get an attack of opportunity?
Isn't he still entangled?
He is. That's why he's only moving at 20.
He's saved,
Okay.
so he gets to actually move.
So
So
basically,
he's harder to hug.
so that's a double move for him right now.
Okay, if he wants to, I guess, yeah. Because he didn't do a withdrawal action, so...
Yeah, there's no point to it because he couldn't move far enough if he did, apparently. So, yeah.
Okay, he can take it an AOO on low 10 if he wants.
Alright, he will.
I want to see how much my love has been getting to him.
Alright. First claw attack.
Only a claw attack.
Yeah.
9!
Miss.
Alright, so it misses. Mara, are you doing an attack?
I'm not going to do an attack on him.
Alright.
He has gone down 2 attack points. Don't ask me how I know this.
Math.
Alright, Mara, what you gonna do?
I want to diplomatize him, but I can't think what to say exactly.
Let
Just
me
kinda
love
moved
you.
about right there.
Let me love you.
That would be appropriate. So I guess while he's running away, I'm just gonna run up there and call to him and tell him that maybe we should all calm down. It's not good for your blood pressure.
Oh, this is so.
I am nearly out of Diet Coke. God damn it.
Just out of curiosity, what language are you talking right now?
Oh, that's a good question. What language did it yell its disgust at us in?
Abyssal.
I don't know that one. Damn it.
So, what Jasmine can understand?
Well, you do know that this thing uses telepathy, so it can probably understand you if it wants to.
Okay, so I'm just gonna yell in my normal language.
Oh, I'm afraid to click on the link now. Oh, fine.
I did not think of this one.
Let me see.
So does that make me the ostrich, or?
Alright.
Wait until Jasmine's next turn.
Okay, so you tell him to relax, chill, dude. You know your blood pressure's too high, and he seems to actually consider it for a moment, and then shakes his head and continues on without seeming effect.
We're slowly getting through to him.
I don't know if diplomacy is gonna work. I'm gonna have to heal him.
Low 10. Bake him some brownies.
Yes, you can run up and hug him.
Hold on now, Lutan. Don't forget, you're giant Lutan now.
Oh
true.
God,
His spell went off.
Lodan is giant.
Actually, no. Your spell won't go off until the beginning of
Oh
the next
yeah,
round.
start of my turn. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, so he's still small.
Well, you feel like you're tingling, Lutan. You're about to get big.
God,
If you want to
out
do
of
spellcraft,
context.
you can see what Cinder's casting on you. But you're pretty sure it's at you.
Okay, so look, did you tell Lotan what you were casting?
No.
No.
Okay, Lotan has no spellcraft because he's a lizard from bumfuck nowhere. So what the hell's a spell?
Something that Jasmine and Torianis do every so often.
No, Jasmine, you like drink stuff and you spew glue everywhere.
That is true. Yes.
You're like the
Sindra-
worst. You're like the lightest drinker ever.
Sindra sets things on fire, so you might spontaneously combust when the spell takes effect. You don't know.
You know what? That is very true. Also, like Lotan, can you roll spellcraft untrained? I don't know if you can.
Can't
No.
use no.
No,
Trained
Okay,
only skill.
if you didn't tell Lotan that you were casting a spell, he wouldn't know that you were casting a spell on him. Also, he's never been hit within a large person before, so he wouldn't know that spell is even attacked. He's never even seen anyone use it before.
The power of love is making
You
me
check-
grow.
Technically, you saw Jasmine use it once.
Yeah, but you drank something to do it.
Yes. And I wasn't supposed to. I learned that afterwards.
Love is the greatest power. Lotan has nothing he can do other than love at this moment, so that's what he's going for.
All right.
We are all insane.
All right. So you're hugging him again.
Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
He doesn't have
It seems to
combat.
do something.
He doesn't have combat reflexes, so he doesn't get another AOO this round. So
Actually,
you hug him.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that was on his turn, so it's still the same round.
Yep.
So, at any rate, you hug him, and he tries to skitter away. And actually, this is almost more like a grapple at this point, to be honest. In fact,
Lotan's not trying to restrain. If he wants to run away, he can run away, but Lotan will chase him.
okay, that's more of a touch attack. I'll grant you that.
Because there's no way Lotan's going to be able to grapple that.
Okay,
Let's not even try.
I really have to look this up now. You know, what does Pathfinder consider a hug? Is it a grapple or a touch attack? These are important questions that we have to know.
And what are the chances there's not a rule on it?
I'm sure there's a ruling somewhere on it.
Pathfinder Society rules.
There is, in fact, in the Pathfinder Player's Companion Healer Handbook, there is a group hug, apparently.
Okay.
And we lost Mara.
He'll be back. Okay, so what does it say?
I don't have it up. It's just like, okay, that's a thing.
There's a bear hug.
Yeah, but that's for if you're a bear, like actually a bear. I think. Actually, you know what? I might check that because Lotan might be able to qualify for that because he has a bite attack.
Do you have a strength of 17?
No.
No, you don't qualify.
I would say it's a grapple.
But I'm not trying to hold him down. I'm just kind of being nice. It's not like when I grappled Torianis,
I
was
get
actually
it.
trying to restrain him.
I get it, which is why I'm going to roll it a touch attack for. Oh God, that's a really tough question because normally.
A touch attack that
it's more
provokes
than
attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, it's more than a touch, but it's less than an actual grapple, so it's like somewhere in between.
I say that what you're doing is fine. Allowing them to punch you when you're trying to do that, because you're trying to hug somebody in the middle of combat.
No, it's definitely going to provoke. There's no question that it's more of what question of what does he have to roll against CMD, or is it a touch attack? And I'm going to keep it with touch attack for now, although I have a feeling I'm probably doing that incorrectly, but that's okay.
I haven't been able to find anything on it.
Improved combat hug beat. There you go.
Yes.
Archetype, hug paladin. When you declare smite, your hugs do double damage.
Well,
Dude,
shit. Mara's power went out.
Well, that sucks, actually. Hopefully it'll be back soon.
It's probably just a power surge.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Alright, so, where were we?
Oh, the modem's rebooting.
Okay.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that is a good sign. That means he has power, at least. Okay, so, you go ahead, you hug the Beeblith, and it tries to skitter away in disgust, and it manages to do so, but you still manage to hug it, and bring a little bit of peace and love into its life. And it seems to be a little bit weaker.
Yeah. Lotan's gonna say, "Let's just calm down and hug it out, man." Let's.
Are you speaking in common, Lotan?
Yeah, Lotan only knows common and lizard folk. You'd
Okay.
be surprised how hard it is for lizard folk to learn common. But yeah, he's gonna say, "Let's have a classic lizard folk communal hug."
All right, Drake, you're up.
Okay, everyone's speaking Greek right now. Like, they might as well have learned Latin and professed it.
Why do you not speak common?
Not in combat.
Oh,
You're
you're
speaking combat.
got the
I love
tongues.
it. I love it. I love this Oracle class.
Jasmine
Okay.
hasn't said a word yet either. She just spat something out at it.
That's too funny.
What language is your character speaking during combat right now?
Celestial. And Infernal.
I speak both of them. Doesn't matter to me.
But you're not speaking them now, so I still can't understand you.
Exactly.
Not at all.
No one can understand him. He's not speaking at all.
Right. Okay, so Drake, what are you going to do?
I am going to polymorph myself.
All right.
You're a druid? Wow.
No.
No.
He's an oracle. Oracles can do it. Some of them, anyways.
Gotcha. Hopefully this Beebleth here doesn't polymorph us into dead bodies in a few rounds.
Oh, goodness.
Good lord, he cast Crushing Wall of Text. What does it say?
Kinship with
He becomes a dragon.
Yep.
a,
I'm
meat,
gonna take a.
What?
a human-sized dragon, but a dragon, yeah.
What level is he? Form of the dragon?
It's an oracle revelation from that
Yeah.
dragon book that was absolute crap, except for the monk and the fighter archetype, and a few spells.
What the hell?
I hate to say it, but you must be at least 11th level to select this revelation.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
like that's like
I
an ultra.
totally missed that.
That's like an ultra thing right there.
I missed that
11th
when I was
level.
reading it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Would have been kind of
Because
cool.
that would have been hilarious.
Would've been
suddenly
cool.
dragon. Like, what? What?
All right,
Plot.
so Drake considers turning into a dragon, tries really hard, and says, "Nope, not today." And then
I'll
does.
be right back.
I'm gonna walk up to it.
Okay.
And that's as far as I can move.
All right. Syndra.
Slow ass oracle.
Alright, Syndra.
There's Trevor.
Hey, Mara.
Welcome
Sorry
back.
about that. My power went out for
No
some reason.
problem.
No worries. It happens. Welcome
I
back.
may have a stupid idea. I may be about to get hit in the face.
Excellent.
All right,
I like
I'm
those
gonna-
ideas.
I'm gonna move next to
You lot are going to laugh at me
move next to
alongside me.
We usually
Mr.
do. So.
Mara.
What's up?
Let's
What did I miss?
Nothing. So, well,
Hugs.
you missed Drake trying to turn into a dragon and failing. And
Someone almost turned
Lotan-
into a dragon.
Lotan.
Lotan should be growing now, right?
Yes, in fact, he does. Lotan, you find yourself suddenly much larger.
Oh, I come back and I'm huge.
Yeah.
My hugging power has quintupled,
Yes, in fact,
just like my
hugging
size.
hugging it seems to have increased your size. Maybe you should hug it some more. Maybe you'll grow bigger.
You know what? That is low-time logic right there.
I don't know whether or not I'm able to do what I'm thinking of now.
All right, well,
you can hug Lotan and in turn hug evil Abea.
it's Syndra's
Alright,
turn.
out
so-
of
that's
my
Go ahead, Syndra.
out of my second level spells I have, the benefit to being a sorcerer is you don't have to prepare them daily. So I only have 2 second level spells that aren't pretty much ultra fire beams. I could turn them invisible, or I could do my stunning spell. Let me pull it up here.
We
Okay,
might-
I'm just gonna go with oppressive boredom.
It's a boredom.
I should say that he has a -2 on attack rolls and -4 on dex at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast oppressive boredom on him. So he needs a will save,
All right.
and yeah,
I thought Torianis had it.
I'm fairly certain that I have it.
Yeah, Jasmine has it from what I understand. She was saying that the chaotic person has the Gem of Harmony last session.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I think enlarged person is just a -2 to dex and a -1 to attack, not a -4 to dex.
No, for him. He's entangled. He has a -4 to Dex.
Oh,
and
okay.
-2 to attack.
Okay, so what does he need to save versus the present boredom?
15.
All right. Well,
That doesn't seem right, by the way.
He seems.
They might have messed something up.
It's a 15. It's a second level spell, and then I have a my mod is a +4 on my charisma. It should be 15. 4, 5, 6. Wait, 4.
You
Wait.
start at 10. It's 2 levels higher. 12 should be 17.
Oh yeah, you're right. 4, 5, 6. It's 16 because I'm level 5, and then I've got, or not level 5. I have +4 to my charisma, and it's the second level spell. 4, 5, 6.
In any case, he fails, and it has no effect.
Do you want me to read this spell?
Nope.
It's a compulsion, emotion, mind affecting.
It's mind
Build the
affecting.
target.
Yep.
Yeah. He's immune to
all.
mind affecting.
Oh,
You gotta love him, man.
Granted,
You're pretty sure
Doriana's
that
the
spell
only
should have
one.
worked, but somehow it didn't.
I changed my idea somewhat slightly. Still
Jasmine.
going to be the same thing. I'm going to draw the Gem of Harmony.
Okay.
Can I do that as a free action?
Nope. Move action, unless you had it.
Darn it.
Unless you had it someplace very easily accessible, like a belt pouch or something.
Can you not draw it while you move, like sheathing, drawing a sword?
You can do that. Yes.
Now, second question. If I were to try to glop the thing, would that count as a charge hug?
oh
Define
god.
Running
Glomp.
jump hug.
Glomp. You haven't watched enough anime to know what a glomp is, so
No.
we forgive you. If you watch Log Horizon, you'll see a few of them.
All right. So it's a charge attack. It's a charging hug. Huh.
It's pretty much a flying hug.
Yeah, it's a tackle hug.
Yeah, it's like when
It
you
would
ever
probably
watched
be a grappling.
yeah. That
This
is
itself
how.
would
It,
I would
probably
say
be grappling.
a grapple with a charge.
yeah.
Yes.
This I am going to roll as a grapple. So yes. So you have
Let's
to be.
see. Grapple +2 with the Gem of Harmony as I take out as I'm running and jumping.
Okay. You notice.
And I got a 22.
Okay. So you notice as you take the gem out, by the way, that misses.
Okay.
He seems to have a very good CMD. You notice as you take the gem out that it is glowing brighter than you've ever seen it glow before, and it seems to be pulling your hand towards the spark. All right.
Okay.
So you
He
charge.
gets an attack.
You charge and.
He gets an attack. That is the thing.
He already used his AOO this round, so no. He
No, he didn't. Well, it's a new round, isn't it? Or does
Nope.
it reset on?
No.
And we lost Undead.
It resets on his turn, and he wasted it on Lotan.
That's correct.
Okay.
His little love taps cannot deter the lizard.
Okay. So you run and jump, and you try to tackle him.
Be hugged.
He sidesteps
Only the
out
strong
of the
survive in lizard folk culture.
way. He sidesteps out of the way, and you run right past him.
Well, I'm flying at this point.
Okay, so make me an acrobatics
It's a
check
tech-
to see if you go prone or not.
If I don't, I'd be surprised.
You might catch it.
10.
10. No, you're gonna land flat on your face on that one. Sorry.
How is your acrobatics so low?
She rolled a 6.
All right.
No, I
so
meant like the modifier.
So you face plant, and Torianus, you're up.
That's prone now.
Alright, there's nothing I can do against this thing, so I'm going to.
I need heals, by the way, as well as Lotan.
Lotan doesn't need heals.
I'm going to give Lotan my Ancestors' Council. which is basically +2 on any attack roll, saving throw, skill check made before the end of my next turn. So you get +2 on everything.
You're a better hugger. All right.
So I get a +2. Oh, okay.
The answer to your question is I didn't put a single rank in it. I have a +16 to perception and a +15 to sense motive. And +13 to spellcraft.
Alright, so it reaches out with its bite and tries to sever one of the tentacles of light that is going from the spark into Abea.
Oh no.
Look, can I get does that provoke an AOO?
No, this is a normal
Oh.
attack.
Does it hit?
It does hit, and it severs it. So there are only five. There are only 5 strands going into Abea now, and its claws.
Did you remember the -2
-2 what?
to attack?
Yeah, it's only got an AC of 10.
Okay.
It's not,
Oh, well,
it's unlikely to miss. Okay.
And he managed it. So.
Okay, so with his claw, he hits AC 5, I guess.
He nat 1'd.
Yeah, he missed on that one. However, the 18, that probably still misses on Lotan, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Where did he get an 18?
20.
Oh.
20 -2.
Oh yeah, no, that misses. Even with Lotan being bigger, that misses.
That's fine. Okay.
My water cat shield hedgehog thing blocks it.
Alright, so he's done. Mara.
So are we still just trying to hug this thing to death and not actually attack it?
We're
Yes.
trying to make it peaceful. Yeah, like hit it with the gem, diplomacize it, hug it, make it calm. Just calm all its shit down.
By the way, could I make an intelligence roll?
You may. What are you trying to figure out?
Am I supposed to put the Harmony Gem in the Ball of Light?
Make me a intelligence check, please.
And I'm spending inspiration to roll my D6.
That's fine. No, you don't need to. All
I
right.
I claimed it, so I did it.
Okay.
So I'm down 1 inspiration.
Fair enough. All right.
Ooh yeah, well, I am off my phase after missing a glomp.
Okay. So you remember the. All right. So you remember your instructions from the abbot, and it basically said place the gem in the water and then take it to the labyrinth of a court. When you have successfully walked the
All
maze,
3 must be. Oh god damn it. Okay, I know what to do now.
okay. The other thing that I will tell you with that int roll is that it does seem to be pulling your hand towards the light.
Yeah,
It's a very slight nudge, but yeah, it wants to go there.
yeah.
Okay, Mara, what you gonna do?
Mara picked me up.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Lotan.
Lotan he's got bigger hugs, but he's less accurate with them. Let's see if he can keep it going. Because that's the only thing he knows where is working that he can do at the moment. That might hit. With his penalties. It hit before, I think.
You got +2 from my ancestors.
Oh yeah, then my giant hug.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And now he will punch you in the face.
Yes.
Do it.
He will definitely get an attack opportunity off this one. Okay.
Do it.
And by say punch, I mean bite.
Yes, it is indeed a bite.
That'll
For
hit
3.
for
23 AC.
that'll hit because my AC is lowered because of enlarged person. But Jasmine, it has no AOs left. Go, be the hero.
All right.
I'll hug this thing into submission.
Yep, does 3 points.
You
Alright.
managed to knock its damage down to -3.
I did what?
It's at -3 damage.
I didn't even realize it was doing less damage each round. I thought it was getting less to hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's technically possible for it to not do lethal damage now.
So as you hug it, you notice that, or you successfully hug it, I guess. You notice that its skin is becoming slightly mottled and less hard, I guess. It's you can actually see it starting to shrink a little bit. As your well, the power of love seems to be affecting it somehow. All right, Drake.
I love your reaction, by the way, Jeff.
Still having not understood anything that's going on. And I'm seeing Lotan try to grapple this thing multiple times.
It's not grappling.
It's not even a grapple. It's literally like I
he's
just put
trying to
my
hug it.
arm. It's very obviously a hug because I don't try to keep it there. I just reach out and give it a big bear hug and then I let it go.
Yes, and
Welcome
still
back,
being
Ed.
very confused by this whole situation. I'm going to charge it.
Okay.
All right.
You're going to be squeezed.
Not only that, but you're going over difficult terrain if you're going over Abea. And
Isn't a bay up in the sky?
No.
no, Abea's here, laying.
He is
on
on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, I was under the impression that the strings were like holding him down and he started floating.
No. The other way around.
I don't think so. Maybe I misread the description. Hang on, let me check.
From what I got, the orb was in the air and the bodies were on the ground.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so the orb is flying.
The orb
Yes.
is in the air. Yes.
Okay, so I will not be able to charge.
Oh, it'll be rough terrain essentially.
Have you
How
said
high up in the air
anything,
is
by the
the orb?
way? That is a good question, also. Lotan, I might need to jump off you.
Lotan's got a powerful tail you can use. Run off his back like a T-Rex. No, wait, you'd have to roll acrobatics for that, and you're not good. Only Lotan can run up Lotan's back, apparently. Have you ever seen those pictures of like the optical illusion of the staircase that never ends? It's just a series of Lotans running up their own backs.
Yeah, no. Woo, yay. His phone died.
Again.
No, well.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
He is in the Skype call.
All right. So Drake, what you gonna do?
Okay. I'm still going to attempt that charge.
All right.
So I'm guessing I need an acrobatics.
Well, either an acrobatics or you just take double move through difficult terrain, and you can't actually. No, actually, you can't charge through difficult terrain if you're hoping for the +2 bonus. But you can certainly move through it.
I will just move through it and then take a swing.
Okay.
How high is the orb?
How high up?
You can compare it.
Maybe head height, 5 feet, 6 feet, somewhere in there.
Jump off
So-
Lotan's head and dunk it in. Power dunk.
Are you attacking the ball of light?
No, I'm attacking the Abea that's the evil Abea that's in front of me. That everyone keeps hugging for, and I'm trying to figure out what on earth they're doing.
All
So I'm
right.
just gonna pick up the Morning Star. It's
You
cold
saw
iron.
at the start we blasted it with fire and
I hit
got
it with the
stronger.
ultra beam, 2 ultra beams of fire, and
Yes,
not only did
right.
it not seem to be ineffective, but it healed it.
And then you
you
saw
do know
once we-
Beevilists are not immune to fire, so you know something's up.
and you
Yes.
know that as soon as we stopped attacking it and started loving it, it got weaker and weaker and weaker. That's very obvious and
right.
apparent.
Well, your Morningstar misses. However, as you do so, it looks at you and grins, and its skin starts to harden a little bit, and it grows slightly and looks happier.
Well, I made it happy.
There you go.
If that doesn't tip your character off, nothing will.
Syndra, are you on the Skype call, or is your phone actually dead?
I'm here.
You are here.
He's
okay.
there.
Yeah, it's just
You
your
can
camera's
see
not
me
working.
and everything, right?
No,
Yeah.
just your camera just is a swirling ball, a swirling cursor on my screen. And
He's there.
Yeah, as long as I can hear you, that's all that matters right now.
I mean, I don't know what to do here, so I'm just gonna skip my turn. I mean,
Okay.
there's nothing I can do.
Alrighty, Jasmine.
Dude. While doing that, I'll also draw the chalice.
Okay.
Put the gem in the chalice and put it into the light as a standard action.
Okay. Let me see something real quick here. I think this is going to have a bad effect here.
Also, I will say in Infernal, you do know we're trying to hug it, right?
That's what I thought. Okay. You try to put the gem close to the light, and you start feeling a resistance. The gem itself seems to want to go to the light, but the light is resisting you. And you can't get your hand close enough to it.
Free action? Mara, I need your help.
Okay. Torianis.
I am going to kick off my fly hex and fly over here and see if I can help with this. Grab the gem and try and put it in there. Actually, I don't have any actions left, so I can't really do that this turn.
Okay. Alright, but you cast your fly and you fly over there. That's fine.
Yes.
Okay. So, it attacks another tentacle, or another tendril of light, and successfully severs it, while hitting both. Let's see. And it's going to do a cleave attack on. No, I can't actually. It did a full round attack, so it's just going to do a normal attack on. I don't know. It's going to be chaotic. So let's see here.
Remember, I just healed. I just made it happy.
Yeah, but it likes you right now.
Exactly.
All right. So 1 is Lotan, 2 is Mara, or 2 is Jasmine. I mean,
Jasmine?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting punched.
All right. So it attacks Jasmine.
Yeah, miss and miss.
Yep.
Oh, it's back to the -1 again.
All right, Mara.
Okay, Jasmine needed help with something, right?
Yes.
Doing what?
Put the gem in the ball of light.
The gem that's in the chalice with the phoenix water thing and the ball of light.
I'll try, but I'm not as strong as you think.
But you're
I'm-
good.
You're good.
And you're not?
No, I'm chaotic
No.
neutral.
How tall are you, Mara?
Like 3 feet tall?
Okay, so you grab the gem and the chalice, and you reach up towards the light. And you're not tall enough. You can't reach it.
Piggyback on Jasmine.
Or you could just
Can someone just throw him up there?
I am sorry. It's actually quite amusing. You can almost reach it. You're almost tall enough. Maybe if you stepped on somebody, you could do it.
I'm gonna step on Jasmine.
There we go.
Okay. Well, with Jasmine's
Am I
help,
tall enough now?
all right. So with Jasmine's help, you can reach into the. Well, let's see. Between the lifting and the grabbing of the gem and all that, you will be able to do this next round. But you will be set up to do so for next round. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Lotan.
I mean, you could just give the gem to Lotan and he could put it in because he's neutral good.
Well, you have no idea.
You're busy hugging.
Yeah, you have no
You're
idea
busy
if it has
hugging.
anything to do with alignment. It just doesn't seem to like Jasmine.
Oh.
Jasmine is smart. It's like, there must be something wrong here. Let's try somebody else.
Okay. Lotan is... He could put up a kinetic wall, but that would mean he wouldn't get a hug at any this turn. And seeing as his hugs are starting to be outdone by Drazid over there, he's gonna try to hug again.
All right, roll to hit.
Also, he probably doesn't understand what you guys are doing anyways. Oh no, Lotan!
This is the last turn. He still has -4 on Dex, by the way.
It has not used its attack of opportunity, so we'll go ahead and do so. You do manage to hug it, but
Yay.
yeah,
It will try to punch you again.
Yes, it will definitely
know what?
try and bite you.
Lotan will take all its hate and answer with an equal or greater amount of love.
And by love, you mean hugs.
Yes, that. It doesn't even want to hurt Lotan anymore.
Actually, that should be one less to hit and 2 less damage. So
It misses.
Yeah, it misses. But anyway,
I have told you to hug it, Drake.
Yes.
depends on what language you used.
I used Infernal. I
How-
said in Infernal.
Why would you use? Why out of character? Why would you use
I-
Infernal for that? Out of character.
I would have actually used Celestial because it looks like an angel person. It's like, fuck it, why not? You might not.
That would
understand
make more
this.
sense.
Or I was going with the, I feel like stalking my own language.
No, fair enough. All right, that'll allow. Okay, so Lotan, you
Either
get
work.
and hug. Drake, what are you gonna do?
Okay, you know, like when you, like personally, when you come home and your dog is waiting there and it just runs up and tackles you out of such love.
Mhm.
So you're glomping it.
You need at least 10 feet to glom.
So I can't just try to tackle it from right here.
Well, you can try and do a bull rush, sure.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, I guess could a glomp be a bull rush? I don't think I've ever seen a glomp from more than like a bajillion feet away.
I've done it before in person.
This is the strangest combat session I've ever been a part of.
I wish I could say that.
You know what? This is exactly what happens if Care Bears ever became a Pathfinder game.
All right, roll your group hug attack. All right,
Yeah,
That is the thing, apparently.
I know.
we just
sad.
need
He'd
to
find it.
get Syndra to do Care Bear stairs instead of Scorching Rays.
Friendship beam.
Friendship beam.
Okay. I'm just reading, since you called it a bull rush, I'm reading up on that real quick so I know what
It's
to
basically
roll.
a CM. It's basically a CMB. Roll D20 plus your CMB versus its CMD.
Okay.
And your
think
your CMB is basically your BAB plus your strength normally, unless you have size bonuses or skill bonuses of some sort. Which, being an Oracle, I doubt you do.
No, but I have a lot of strength.
All right. Okay, so 19. You try
Don't
and
think
bull
that
rush
hits.
it, and it nimbly steps out of the way, and you propel yourself past it. Okay.
Your love has carried you through the evil.
All right, Syndra.
I'm just gonna continue to pout, skip
You
my
can always
turn.
hug it.
Nah.
You
no,
can
He's
no.
already
always
his
glomp
attack
it.
of opportunity.
You have seen Lotan hugging this thing all combat. Lotan looks fine. I'm sure you'll do all right.
Nah, it's got too many legs and stabby appendages for me to want to get close to it. Sorry.
But that just makes it a better hugger. The more legs to hug with, the better you are at hugging.
All right. Hey, guys, do me a favor. If you guys are adjusting your mics or taking off your headset or things like that, mute first, because it's really loud on the other side of the stream.
All right.
In general. All right. Okay, so who's up next? Jasmine.
Jasmine will brace Mara
Okay.
on her shoulders.
Okay.
You are now a total of about 8 feet tall at the moment, Mara.
All right. Make me a pretty low DC acrobatics, both of you guys, just to make sure that nothing untoward happens.
Are you using a belch attack on him?
Really annoying
Tina.
sound you've discovered. Okay.
Right now.
Okay, so yeah, both of you are fine. And you managed to lift Mara up onto your shoulders without a problem. Is that your action this round?
Yeah.
All right. Torianis.
I'm gonna try and get that gem into the node there.
You are not carrying the gem right now.
I know. I say, give me the gem. I'll put it in the node. Right now. I'm right here.
Okay, Mara, are you going to give it to her?
Him.
Sure.
Him, sorry. Yes, all right.
All right. Can I do that?
Yeah, no, that's fine. You stick the light or the gem in the light. It seems to not resist you. And what happens? Let's see here.
Drake and Torianis are in flanking hug position.
I am flying.
All right, make me a will save.
Okay.
I hope your will is okay.
Oh, that's
Yep.
pretty good.
That's pretty good. All right, so you feel a resistance as the gem tries to absorb the spark, but you manage to overcome it. You send it feelings of peace and love, and this is your new home. Go into the gem, and the spark begins to flow. The energy of the spark begins to flow into the gem.
Alrighty.
All right.
I'm hovering just above where the node is.
All right. Evil Abea looks aghast at you doing that and says, "No! No, you shall not take my spark! No!" And it attacks you.
Okay.
Does it still have a -2 for something?
No, but I have
no.
plus 2 AC against it for a minute.
Okay.
No.
So my AC is a 20 against it.
Okay, so 2 hits for a total of 12 points.
12 points. Okay. Ow.
He got a -1 on one of those
I know.
attacks.
Obviously rounded to 0, but yes.
Yeah,
All right.
non-lethal damage.
You get 1 non-lethal.
Mara, you're up.
Okay, so I handed the thing over to Torianis, right?
Yes, I've got it in. I'm holding it in the node. It's
You're still on my shoulders, by the way.
Jump down, and I'm going to heal him. So lay on hands for 7 HP.
On
well. If
Torianis?
you're gonna lay on hands, you're not gonna need to stay on her shoulders.
I can touch his leg.
I'm floating 5 feet in the air.
Wait, how far up is this thing?
5 feet in the air.
How tall is Torianis?
He is
5
slightly
to
over.
11.
His foot is slightly over the thing.
Yes, I am deliberately floating above the node.
Alright, I stand on top of Jasmine and heal him.
Thank you.
Can you actually reach him? I mean, you're 10 feet away.
Jasmine tosses me at him, and I peg him in the back of the neck as I fly by.
If he is on my shoulders, he's technically in this square.
Oh, that's
We're
true.
just-
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
We're just not putting it there for sake of.
Nope, you're right. You're right. My bad. Okay.
We don't want that.
So you managed to do the walk with your person on your shoulders, and you're both wobbling back and forth, but you managed to successfully lay your hands on Torianis and heal him for 7 points.
Good.
All right,
That is
Lotan.
a feat.
This combat's getting crazier every round.
Lotan?
Lotan needs to turn on his mic. Lotan is going to wonder what a mic is in the first place, and well, like, what is he gonna do but hug? That's seems to be his most effective option. As if you guys noticed anything else he could be doing, because he doesn't.
You could try pouting. Seems to be working great for me.
No, you just need to. You know what? You get over here and Lotan will hug you too. Provoke an AOO from Lotan and he'll hug you with the AOO. How's that sound?
Nah, the other guy's too spiky and stabby, and you're too giant, monstrous Godzilla like. Sorry.
So what happens when you critically hit a hug attack?
Bear hug.
Get out of the friend zone.
Oh my. That would be actually rather
my
amusing.
God.
But
Can you feel the love tonight?
it says, yes, and it feels disgusting. As it might
Oh
shoot
my god.
and misses badly.
No.
All right. Okay. Strangely enough, your hug does not seem to make it any weaker this time.
Oh, I got a crit.
I know. Bad timing.
So much for hugging it out.
You notice that it is looking very weak compared to normally. It's kind of stumbling once in a while and seeming to have balance problems and having a little trouble holding itself up, that sort of thing.
Can Lotan, as a free action, just say, "Let's just sit down and be calm. We're not here to hurt you."
You can say it.
Yeah, Lotan will say it. I don't
Okay.
know if you want him to roll
Yeah.
diplomacy.
You can try.
Does Lotan even? I think he has a few ranks in diplomacy.
No, he doesn't.
Lotan's
He gets
face is-
angrier. No, I'm kidding.
Lotan, well, then the hug would counteract that. So
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I rolled
No.
a crit. I rolled a crit on the hug, but a natural 1 on the diplomacy.
Crit
Lotan-
success and crit fail.
Lotan's face is too far buried in the Beebalith while he's hugging to properly diplomatize.
All right, so Drake, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-step this way.
You are now flanking. Flanking hug.
So it's almost like a group hug now.
Why not? Okay, and this is a melee touch you're going with?
Yeah. We are strange people. And I am slightly stranger. Especially what I'm going to be doing.
Alright, I'll critically hug him too.
Oh, 2 crit hugs in the same round. Boy, it disappears like that ghost in Pac-Man. Whoop. Anyway, no, it doesn't. But your hug, and it tries to slide away from you in disgust, but doesn't have any AOs left, so it doesn't attack you. And
Cinder.
just like Lotan's, your hug does not seem to have any effect at this point. Cinder, you're up.
All right. I pout that good or bad, and end my turn.
Okay. An average.
May I
pout.
roll to notice the pout?
You may roll a perception to notice her pouting. You notice her pouting.
I will go over there and give her a hug.
Aw.
Turn that frown upside down.
If you wish, you can punch me.
No.
I don't believe that hits your touch attack.
So do I just fall off of you, or
What do you want to do?
Oh God, this is gone.
Actually, if he's still on top, wouldn't he just go right along with?
Yeah, he would. There's going to be an acrobatics roll involved here, but
Okay, the time. Yeah.
okay. So Mara
Can I just
manages
pat
to
the top of Cinder's head while this is
keep her
happening?
balance as she rides atop your shoulders.
Syndra, you are now trying to get hugged by the tiefling.
Turn that frown upside down.
I noticed Sunday's reaction.
Oh,
I
okay.
just want to know that I'm the paladin, and even I think this is too corny.
All right.
That is.
As you, interestingly enough, I hate to say it, but as you do that, you see evil Abea actually shrink a bit more and scream out in terror, "No! It hurts! It's the love! It hurts
What?
us! No!"
We gotta love each other.
Oh Jesus, no! Dude,
So,
I see where this is going,
God,
and I don't know if the stream has rated the quick rating for that.
And it is now shrunk to medium size. Torianus?
I continue to hold the gem in the node there.
All right, make another will save.
Torianus will saves.
Mm-hmm.
They either work
Another
really
crit.
good or they don't work really good.
Yeah,
There's
no
no medium.
Okay. So you hold the gem steady as it starts to glow brighter and brighter, and the spark grows dimmer, and the energy from the spark seems to be rushing headlong into the gem. It's almost there. You think another couple rounds, you probably will have all of it.
Okay.
All right. Evil Abea attacks you in sheer terror at this point as it feels itself slipping away into oblivion. Miss.
There was 1-0 in that too.
All right, Mara.
God, I hate to do this, but I guess I'm gonna have to hug somebody too.
You're literally on my head.
I jump off of your head,
Aw.
and I guess I go hug Lotan.
All right, with your acrobatics roll last time, that was good enough to not require one now. So, you jump off and land nimbly on your feet, and you run over to Lotan and you give him a hug as he's hugging Abea, and it's like a what is that? A circle hug? Circle jerk?
A chain.
Chain
No,
hug?
not a circle jerk.
What to say?
Chain hug.
Chain hug. There we go.
It's a chain hug. It's like the love flows twice as strong. It's like when all the Care Bears line up side by side, their power gets stronger.
Undead is face palming.
I think we're all face palming at this point.
Yeah, this
No,
is,
I'm laughing.
this is too bad.
I am amused.
Oh,
greatly.
good.
All right, so as you hug Lotan, Evil Abea screams, or continues to scream in terror, and starts to
Small size.
No, but he starts to become a little bit translucent, almost fading away. Lotan.
This is so great.
Then Drake's
Lotan-
gonna make it grow bigger with like a lightning beam or something.
No, it's Lotan's
think-
turn.
Lotan
Oh,
is
okay.
going. Lotan's going to sit down cross-legged and
Mhm.
put an arm around Mara and hug her back. And he's going to use the other hand to pet Evil Abea like it's a little puppy.
To be fair, you could have done the exact same thing. Or like I'm sides of his finger. Probably.
This is so bad. This is definitely not how I imagined this combat going. All right.
What, you think we're just
It
murder
hurt it. What else
hobos?
are you supposed to do?
What- Did you think we were all
imagine
murder hobos?
anything but this is all I gotta say.
Wait, did
I-
you design the encounter like this?
I didn't know just how far this would go. All right.
It's
How many
us.
encounters have you planned that turned out weird like
Oh,
this?
pretty much all of them.
From
All right.
the first.
Okay, so Lotan, you lean over and you hug Mara, and Evil Abea says, "No, stop that!" and tries to attack you. As you do
Oh,
so,
you can try, honey.
and misses
Yeah.
badly.
It's
And
gnawing on my tail. It's cute.
I just got a text from my friend. Last week's stream, serious, good plot, thought out quests. This week's stream, care bears and hugs.
Oh god.
well, there's more to it. Don't worry. All right, so as you hug, Evil Abea starts to turn a little bit more translucent. Seems a little bit less there. Drake.
I am going to grab my wand of Cure Light Wounds and I'm going to hug Lotan with it as I'm casting it.
Okay. All right, Lotan, you're hugged for 5 points of healing.
Lotan uses an attack of opportunity to hug you back.
All right, and as you do that,
Half the party's like, what the hell are we doing? The other half is
The evil-
giggling.
the evil of Abea fades into non-existence and disappears.
Lotan beat it with an attack of opportunity hug! And it wasn't even against...
it. He literally killed it with kindness.
Yep,
Literally
that's exactly
killed it with
right.
a yellow hug.
That's
Do we get
exactly
like
right.
a story feed for this friendship power? Hugs
will,
plus
don't
1
worry.
to all.
Don't worry. I'll get there. Don't worry. All right, Syndra, top of the round. Hey, we're not necessarily in combat, but if you guys want to just ignore, or if you guys just want to wait for Torian to finish, that's fine. Combat is pretty much over at this point.
I guess just so it may come back, right? And I haven't really done anything except power it up and make
Get
Lotan
hugged.
giant. So
Get hugged by tiny Pipeline girl.
Syndra will hug Jasmine back and then say, "I've always admired the shade of purple pink that you were."
Always.
From off in the distance, you hear something puking. All right.
Yeah, that's me in a different dimension when I watch this stream later on YouTube.
Yeah, really.
I am glad that I don't have a webcam. I can not have to show my shame.
Yeah, you
Alright,
get
what
less
shame?
experience for that because you don't
What
deal with
shame?
the struggle.
Is anybody
There
else
is no
doing anything-
shame. There is no shame, Jasmine. Only love.
Is anybody else doing anything while waiting for Torianus to finish? And Corianus, go ahead and roll me 2 more will saves, please.
Oh god.
All right. Both of those succeed. And
I will use Cure Light Wounds on myself.
okay. Anybody else doing any healing or anything like that while waiting for Torianus?
Yeah, what
does Lotan need
spell
another
heals?
one?
Sorry, go ahead, Undead.
I was just wondering, does anyone know if there's a spell that heals dignity damage?
Not that I know of.
Restoration.
I have Tears to Wine, so we can drink our problems away.
Mind blink. That's it. Not high enough level though. Darn.
Wish. James, what were you going to say?
I'm healing Lotan again with the wand.
Okay.
So that's 2 more charges.
Okay. All right. So with a final pop, the Diva Spark winks out of existence, and the gem begins to glow more brightly than any time you've ever seen it.
Oh God.
The gem of harmony glows with the brilliance of a sun, for its many facets contain the spark. Iddiel the Diva now rests comfortably, but is still obviously dying. Abea the Beebalith, here, let me change the music, since we are no longer in combat.
That has been the best music for what it amounts to a group hug session.
I know, it's pretty awesome.
We have epic combat music. We're hugging the damn thing.
Wait, we
each
had
other.
sound wall in there?
Alright. Whoa, who's doing that? Anyway,
After the session, you're gonna have to tell us exactly how that was supposed to go, because
well,
Yeah, that
in general, it was supposed to go like that. I just didn't realize there would be quite that much hugging involved. I mean, there was a lot of things that would have had the same effect, but you guys chose hugging, and well, it worked, so that's fine.
What, kissing?
Anyway,
that's a yes.
Abea the Beebalith also rests peacefully, but like the Diva, shows signs of weakness. Its chitinous shell has become mottled and soft, and its eyes have become cloudy with sickness. The life forces of both these beings have become tied to the Diva Spark, a nymph says as she emerges from the hedge wall. Poison ravages the Diva, but a different sickness inflicts the Beebalith. Like a flower denied the warmth of the sun, the Beebalith withers without the Diva Spark to nourish it. What will you do with the powers of creation? A nymph dances out of the forest and over to Ibdiel, saying, "The spark belongs to the Diva, and return it to him before he dies." Another nymph enters the circle, moving beside the Beebalith. "No," she disagrees. "The Beebalith wants to be good. Without the spark, its evil nature will return once the peace of this place fades. That's not fair." Another nymph appears, standing beside the two. "The Diva gave his spark away. Perhaps he doesn't deserve it. At least not all of it. Share it between them." Yet another nymph steps into the circle and splashes into the pool. "The spark shouldn't be divided," she laughs. "Let them both die so the spark can return to its power." Finally, the last nymph dances out of the hedges. "No, sister, letting them die isn't the answer. Unless, of course, their deaths lead to a new life." As you hold the Gem of Harmony, you experience the fringes of the celestial power contained in the Diva Spark. It is yours to control, at least for the moment. What will you do?
I will wonder where these nymphs were when we were having this love session, because they sure could have helped.
Obviously, they were watching.
I say we split it between them.
I say so
Yeah.
also.
Well, as the holder of the gem, you realize that ultimately the decision is yours, but you are certainly welcome to talk with the party about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I say we split it between them. Anybody object?
No.
All right, I do that.
is that even possible?
Well, one of the nymphs said it was, so. I
She
assume
never
that's
said what
gonna
the
be-
result would be.
Well, there's 5 different options. I don't know if you can read those, but
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
okay.
I just think. I guess.
Save the Diva.
I guess that'll be
Save
okay.
the
Just make
Beebalith.
them weaker, I guess.
Save both. Save neither. Or the last option, which is honestly a curiosity.
Yeah, the Phoenix in particular liked the last option of the 3 because it was like,
5.
yeah, if you let it die, something new might come out of it, which would be
Now,
sweet.
hang on.
You know what?
a
Yeah,
Phoenix
that's
said that.
You know what? Yeah, that's Jasmine's vote.
Well, no, hang on. A phoenix
Jasmine
said
agreed
that.
with that.
It would be like a rich person not understanding that poor people need to go to soup kitchens to eat.
What it would be, it'd be like a rich person who came into all their money giving financial advice.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah, exactly. It's just I don't think the Phoenix realizes that we don't have the ability to just rebirth whenever we die.
Torianis might be able to do that at the moment.
Yeah, Torianis, what does your knowledge tell you?
I'd say both of these creatures have proven their worth and they deserve to live.
Okay.
And
Logan?
I think Ibdiel was foolish in letting a spark escape from him. But I think Abaya, I think he would be happier with a part of the spark. So I'm going to split the spark and give it to them both.
Well, my vote.
Your argument doesn't stand, just so you
My
know.
vote. It's up to you, but Syndra's vote is the spark should be returned to the diva because the Beebolith killed him, technically, in a way, and stole his life, his spark. So to give the Beebolith power through his action of robbing it from somebody is to promote, something very close to evilness.
The bio will die if we don't give them part of the spark, correct?
Yeah.
You're pretty sure of it.
The whole point of this is to turn a Beebolith good. So if they share the spark, that might cause this combination that the Phoenix talked about before.
No. The Phoenix specifically said it needed to die for there to be new life. The only option that I can see that would follow along the Phoenix's point of view is if you let them both die and let the spark become something entirely new. And I think someone else who we met along the way mentioned that was an option as well. Was it the monk actually who specifically said that they
did mention something like that? Yes.
Yeah, the abbot had said that the two will become one and be something completely different, which is also
that's what I was thinking.
Well, that option I think means that they both have to die as is and then combine into a new life. Which, for the record, Lotan doesn't know planar mumbo jumbo, but the Phoenix said it, and the Phoenix will sound pretty smart, and the Abbot said it, and the Abbot sounded pretty smart, so he's going to go with the Phoenix and the Abbot on this one.
The nymph says if they both die, the spark gets returned to its power, which I assume is the local deity around here.
Well, that was the second last nymph. The last nymph says letting them die isn't the answer unless, of course, their death leads to new life.
I just say we write everyone's votes down, and then Torianos gets to make the ultimate decision. But at least we'll have our stances for character reasons.
Does anyone know what the big black guy from the Vision said?
With Trox?
Yes.
No, nobody knows.
Technically, several of us died, and we got
nobody knows
missions, but
what he said to us though, out of character.
It's in the MISC folder.
Nobody knows. Nobody died. Lotan thought they died and they came back as ghosts, but they didn't. But he saw them die, so no one died.
So could I do like a knowledge planes check to try to maybe figure out what he would like?
Sure.
So it seems like Mara and Jasmine are voting for letting them both pass. And
anybody with knowledge planes, you can also make me a roll here. It's a fairly tough DC, but if you get it, I'll give it to you. I'll give you a
Okay.
Man.
Wow, that was suck.
Lotan wasn't trying to roll stealth there, he's trying to roll knowledge planes.
I have an ability that allows me to reroll knowledge
Syndra!
checks.
Syndra got a nat 20.
Syndra is a being from
so did
the
Jasmine,
Outer
too.
Planes.
And you're using your reroll ability, Jasmine?
Yes.
Alright. Well, Jasmine's the only one who actually got it. Despite Syndra rolling a 20, it wasn't high enough. The DC, however, was 30. So I will give you a small clue with that roll. Remember the rule of threes.
Rule
All right. I have no idea what that means.
Well, can you give us a
Remember
quick
the
refresher
rule
on the
of
rule of
threes.
threes? Was it everything good comes in threes?
Everything.
The universe, everything in the universe is based on threes.
I thought it was based on 42, but okay.
Based on 3.
Well, in this system it'd be based on d20s, but yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I
don't
see
see-
2 options for that.
the third option of the list, or the option where you let 2 die and let the soul become its own entity?
That's a third.
Technically,
Those are the
there's been 3 dead here, though. If these 2 die, right here in this instance, 3 lives have disappeared. Because we hugged the one to death.
Yeah. That, you know what? That is true. Also, Lotan really wants to see if his whole 2 rivers forming together to something greater analogy from last session comes into play, so he would vote for let them both die. Also,
Let them both die and make something new of both of them.
Yeah. Yibdeal got you guys killed, so he's not happy with Yibdeal. Abia was nice, but troubled. So let's see if we can't make a super Abia. An Abia Mark II.
We have 1 for the third option, 3 for the 5th option. Oh god, it does.
I don't
42
think
comes
letting
in.
them both die will actually result in a new life. I think that's just hope on your guys' part.
Well, you can always ask the imp how that would go.
Explain.
So,
Yeah.
if whoever's typing really loud, mute yourself, please. You do have the feeling that you can probably get some kind of sense from this gem of what these options might do. In other words, what you want to do has a large effect on what will happen.
Okay.
So if we want them to come back as their own entity,
James, I think that's you that's typing really loud. I'm not sure, though.
I wasn't typing this
Wasn't
time. I was the first time.
All right.
it's Jasmine.
It's not me. I don't have a keyboard.
All right. Anyway,
Oh, my goal is that if they could be combined into one individual, that would be the most ideal result. What result is that?
they can't be combined
Or
necessarily.
reborn as one?
But yeah, you might be able to make them combine through rebirth if you want them to come back.
Someone's opening some chips or something.
Trevor, can you mute, please? I think that's... Yeah, he's not even hearing us right now.
Yes, I do want them to come back as a new individual, preferably true neutral. One evil, one good. They combine to be true neutral. Perfect.
Yeah, you gotta go neutral good, man.
No, I don't. I don't have any allegiance to neutral good.
Oh, we've got 4 votes for let them both pass and remerge as something new. What are the other votes?
Your vote of letting them both die.
That's 4 votes of letting them both pass and be reborn into something new.
Okay.
What are the other votes?
Well, who hasn't
I
voted?
think that's 5, and Drake hasn't voted yet. Or Gamma.
Drake is,
Confused, right?
yes, very confused and is just going to abstain his vote.
Okay.
All right. So
I've got a question. Why don't we ask the Beeble it?
Well, unfortunately,
It's dead.
neither the Beebleth nor Ibdiel are awake at the moment.
Oh, okay.
They're about to die.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright,
they are about to die. That's correct.
I try to,
Make them into something new.
let them die and make them into something new, sure.
All right. So you command the gem, and you give it your mental nudge, and telling it what to do. And let's see. All right. So as you hold the gem over the Beebleth and the Diva, the light spreads out to engulf both of them, and it's blinding, and becomes bright and blinding, forming a cocoon. When the light fades, one being remains. It has vestiges of both the Diva and the Beebleth. Feathery wings, a chitinous shell of dark brown that glows with an internal luminescence, a humanoid form, barbed limbs with hands and feet. It is a creature of beauty and goodness, and it is unique. Alright, so we'll get to that in a bit. In the meantime, something else happens. Consequences.
Goodness. Aw.
The gem discharges in a brilliant flash of light as you make your fateful decision. The sky darkens and thunder rolls in the hills behind you. Reddish-tinged storm clouds begin to roll in the sky above you, converging with unnatural velocity. From outside the forest labyrinth, you hear the host of good babbling in confusion. With a flash of red lightning and a massive clap of thunder, a red rain begins to fall from the sky, quickly drenching you all. As the rain pounds on your skin, your vision begins to dim, and images begin flashing in your head. Hey, Trevor, do you mind muting while you're typing, please? Or whoever's typing. With a flash of red lightning and a massive clap of... Oh, I'm sorry. You see white gates guarded by angelic beings, a Brobdingnagian mountain behind them. Outside the gates, a great host of fiends gathers, laughing and taunting the gatekeepers. Somehow you know that something is missing from this scene, but you're not sure what. You see a glowing orb of magical energy strobing in many colors. Surrounding the orb are thousands of pools of colored liquid. You feel like you can see forever as you focus in the distance and see glowing mist occasionally dotted with another pool. Every few seconds, as the orb strobes through another color, tendrils of glowing energy reach toward a pool of the matching color, twisting into the liquid and causing it to pulse and glow in time with the orb. You see a river stretching as far as you can see, twisting its way through varied but peaceful landscapes. Along the river, a small ferry is propelled by a being of pure celestial energy. As you notice that the being turned towards you and waves to you in a somehow friendly manner. You see a shifting rocky landscape dotted with caves. Your vision moves around into the ground, and you see a massive network of twisty passages that seem to move around even as you watch. Deep inside a cave underground is a glowing orb of blue energy, guarded by creatures foul. You see a bedroom, draped in silk and feminine articles. A beautiful succubus lies on the bed, entwined with her partner, a great scaly horned devil. As their passion rises, they both begin to glow with a reddish energy, and a glowing red orb rises from their forms to hover between them. You see yourself in a cage, surrounded by thousands of other cages in a maze. You know somehow you cannot escape, and yet you also know that you must. Suddenly your vision returns to normal, and you find yourself standing in the red rain, blinking furiously to recover your wits. Standing in front of you is a large, rather scary-looking black-skinned Trox. "At last! I am free!" he roars to the sky and turns towards you. And this is the being that has, wow, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to describe the being, because that was the wrong description. What rises out of the cocoon is this Trox, actually. And he screams up at the sky, "I am free!" And he looks towards you, and in a flash of red energy, you you feel yourselves transformed. Somehow more than you were. And everybody gets a mythic tier.
Dun, dun,
Oh
dun, dun.
god.
You are all mythic tier 1. So if you
Why
don't
are you
Lord.
doing this to me? Now I have
should
to look
hook
up
people more
mythic
often.
rules.
now you have to
I
look up
s-
mythic rules, that's right.
I swore I would never
Oh,
touch those.
Snap! Now I can get Mythic Haste.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what am I gonna do with this?
Well, you guys were worried about the combats being overpowered. You won't have
No, I-
Now we know they're going to be overpowered. I remember the last mythic round.
You know, this is almost kind of fitting because the name Lotan is actually Hebrew for a giant mythological water serpent god thing. So
Interesting.
kind of fitting that it went to mythic, but at the same time, how do I work this in? Mythic kineticist.
Yeah, you're all gonna have fun choosing a path first of all, and I actually want to spend a little bit of time going over the mythic rules with you guys and helping you decide on paths and stuff like that tonight.
Okay.
So we'll kind of
Something we can do later is what you're saying.
No, I was saying we should probably do that a little bit now, actually.
Okay.
Just because I want to go over what the rules are a little bit and help you guys with them. And during the week, it's a little bit harder to communicate with you guys. So,
Yeah,
all right. So,
not useful. Maybe.
Oh my god, a mythic haste. All my
Yeah.
yes.
Mythic
Extra
Haste
move
kicks ass. Yeah.
Extra move action around, so you mean I can gather power every round with no consequences?
Yes.
mythic rules are in many ways broken. I will say that straight up. I will say this, that below tier 4 or so, they're not unmanageably broken. Which means that things are still relatively manageable as long as you're not tier 4 or above. And because of that, I will say that this campaign will never go above tier 3 for mythic rules.
Okay.
So, when you're planning your character out, keep that in mind. But the first thing you guys need to decide is which path. There are 6 to choose from. There's Archmage, Champion, Guardian, Hierophant, Marshal, and Trickster. And Archmage is, generally for casters. They have abilities that let them sometimes. I'm not sure that they can do that at tier 3 or below, but I know there's ways that they can cast 2 spells around eventually. I'm not sure. If
Oh
they can
my
below-
god.
I'm not sure if they can, but below tier 4 though, so may not come into play. But one of the nice things that Archmages can do is choose. One of their options is to choose a mythic ability that allows them to cast any spell. If it's on their list, they can just cast it. It takes a mythic point, which I will get into in a minute. But you don't even have to know it or anything like that. It can be one of your banned spells, or I guess I don't know. I don't remember what the name is for spells that are against a wizard's special thing.
Give me opposition school.
Yeah, opposition. They can be opposition spells. Doesn't matter. They also go through DR and any kind of spell resistance automatically when you do that. So that's a nice thing about. That's one of the nice things about Archmages. Champion is more of a fighter path, and it allows you to do. It's more of the offensive fighter path. There's movement abilities, including one that. I think a mythic charge is what it's called, that allows you to take a free move and attack every round, basically, using a mythic point. Guardian is more of the defensive fighter. And there's all kinds of abilities in there that let you help your group. Although the Guardian does have some offensive stuff too, but it's mainly meant for tank type characters. Hierophant is basically the divine equivalent of Archmage, and has many of the same powers actually. Marshal is kind of a combination of Champion and Guardian, and it's meant to be more of a thing for leading large armies, that sort of thing. But it's a leader type of thing. Marshal has a lot of things that help your party. And Trickster is meant to be for rogues, and has a lot of deceit abilities, invisibility, that sort of thing. One thing I will say, for those of you considering it, it is by far the weakest path, and no one knows.
Which path is the weakest?
Trickster. No one knows why Paizo made that so weak compared to the others, but they did. If you choose to go with Trickster, talk to me, and I'll probably figure something out to make it more balanced compared to the other paths. I don't want to
mention the Trickster gets the ability to pick from any other mythic class.
Yeah, any mythic class does actually, with the right feat. But yes, the Trickster
No,
can do it automatically.
they have a mythic thing called Path Dabbling that allows them to choose a different group. So if you go Trickster, you can pick up something from Guardian or Marshal, something like that.
I think any of the paths can do that once with a mythic feat or ability, but Trickster can definitely do it more for sure. All right, so all of these things are based on things called mythic points, which are you get a certain number of day based on your tier, and each of these abilities uses a mythic point, one or more mythic points. Some of these abilities that you can get are passive, but most will use mythic points. And I think the amount that you get is based on both your tier, and there's something else that governs it. I don't remember what, though. In any case, you have a certain number per day, and you get them through. You regain them by rest, and you can either use them to power your abilities, or you can add at tier 1 a 1d6 to any d20 roll that you do after the roll. So mythic points are very, very precious, and you have very few of them generally. Like in general, I'd say 4 to 6 a day at tier 1, maybe less. I'm not sure. I don't remember what it is.
I cut out there for a bit there. Can you say how you get the mythic points? Like what the base calculation for that is?
So the mythic, that's what I'm trying to remember. I don't actually remember. Let me look real quick here. I have a character here who's set up for it. Let me see how he does that. Mythic power. All right. So each day you can expend an amount of mythic power equal to 3 plus double your mythic tier. So at tier 1, you would get 5.
You have 5.
Yep. You can take a mythic feat to add 2 more, but that also uses a mythic feat, which are very precious. So be wary of doing that. So at tier 1, you gain with your path. You gain abilities, and let's see. I think you get right at tier 1. You get 1 ability for your path, and or you get 1 power for your path as well, and you get 1 path ability and 1 mythic feat. So there's 4 things you need to decide: your path, which power you want to get with it, and then your abilities and feats, which are common across the paths, or at least the feats are. I'm not sure about abilities. Well, whether they are or not, I know you can get abilities from different paths without too much difficulty. But in addition, you all gain a number of hit points based on your tier, which is, let's see, 4,
It depends on the path.
Yeah.
Does it? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, each path will give you a number of bonus hit points at tier 1. You also become hard to kill automatically. In other words, hard to kill is when you are dying, or as in negative 0 or less hit points, you automatically stabilize, and you can go down to con or negative 2 times con before you actually die instead of negative con. So that's pretty much all there is to the mythic rules for now.
What about mythic feats? Do we gain any extra feats when we gain a tier, or just as normal and we gain access to
You will gain
mythic
mythic tiers
feats.
with feats. You will at most get 1 more mythic feat at tier 3.
Okay. So no mythic feats right now.
You get 1 mythic feat now and 1 at tier 3.
Okay, cool.
And you get 1 mythic feat, 1 path ability, and 1 path power or base power.
So I might have an idea of what I'm doing.
If somebody has a vulnerability to your energy type, how much extra whatever is that?
What do you mean?
Let's say if I hit somebody with 20 fire damage and they had fire vulnerability, how much extra damage would it be?
20.
Yeah,
Isn't it
typically-
times 2?
Yeah, typically
It's
vulnerable
times
is
2?
times 2. Yeah.
Okay. Holy shit. 12d6 plus 12. 12d6 plus 12 times 2. That's almost 100 fucking damage. Alright, well that is crazy.
I've
I'm glad
calculated
we made that choice. Was there different things that would happen if we did other choices?
not for this. There are other things that are based on your choice. Other things are about to happen based on your choice. But this, the gain of mythic power, would have happened either way.
Well, what do you think about our choice with what we decided to do with the gem? Were you expecting this?
There were enough clues along the way that that was the preferred method to do it. I mean, and there were definitely enough clues in the adventure that pointed you that way.
Oh,
I'm more
God.
curious about how you expected that combat to go out
Well, okay.
when
so
you.
the combat, it went generally like I expected, just not specifically. Essentially, you guys could have affected Evil Abea with any kind of kindness, or you could have you could have diplomacied it, or although the DC was really high, I will say, because I know you guys tried and it didn't work that time. But you could have grappled it and prevented it from attacking the gem while whoever was, or the spark, while whoever had the gem did the thing with the spark. I mean, there were a number of ways that could go, but the end result was that whether or not the Evil Abea went away or whatever, the end result needed to be putting the gem in the spark and absorbing it. However you managed to do that, there were lots of different ways, obviously.
Were you expecting it to die before the gem got absorbed?
Normally, with most parties, I would have expected it to get a hell of a lot stronger and actually have a reasonably good chance of killing you. But you guys are typically more peaceful, non-murder hobos than that, so...
We had 2 sessions without combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've made us into these monsters that love. Also, I never would have figured out that's what I was supposed to do until Torianis cast Bless, and it's like, I hate Bless. It's like, oh?
Well, I will say that was kind of a lucky break for you guys, because that did definitely give it away, and I wasn't expecting that so soon in the combat. I was expecting you guys to attack it a little bit more and before you figured it out what was going on.
And then came the hugs.
And then came the hugs. And the hugs was all on you. I did not put you up to that at all. That was definitely all you.
I think that was Lotan's fault.
Yeah.
And then the entire party ran with it.
Yeah.
So
some of us just took a little longer to run.
Honestly,
with
I
than
thought
others.
I would just maybe slow it down or get hit once or twice, but no, it actually worked.
Well, see, that's the thing.
I like how
acts of kindness actually made it weaker. So, yeah.
God.
However, the DM wanted to define an attack or an act of kindness within its view. Well, a hug is definitely an act of kindness.
And then Jasmine's like, "Aw, she's not feeling." Then Jasmine looks to Syndra as like, "She's not feeling. Big sister's not feeling well." Walks over, hug.
Well, see, and that was the key. That you guys had hugged it enough that you actually made it as weak as it could be. It was at its maximum penalties. That's why when you continue to hug it, it wasn't having any more effect. But in order to actually get rid of it, you had to do something different. So.
I loved Lotan's reaction to it. It's like, by the way, he's losing damage. What?
Yeah, I didn't even realize it.
And I just kept checking the attacks. It's like, let's see how much damage he's doing.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, I was expecting you guys to attack it, and every time you attacked it, it actually gained hit and damage bonuses. It started off relatively weak, but I was expecting you guys to take a round or two to figure it out and power it up first. So
get eviscerated at that point.
Well, yeah, because the more you attacked it, the stronger it would have gotten.
Yeah.
So, that could have went badly if I didn't go first, and then we all like positioned and kept swinging at it and maybe missing, and it would keep attacking us. And then finally, when one of us do hit it, it just would heal. That could have went way worse.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that could have went way worse.
You know what? I think I know what I'm going to be going as.
I'm afraid to ask.
Guardian.
Guardian, huh? Okay.
Guardian.
Why Guardian out of curiosity?
Plus 5 hit points.
That's it?
Yeah.
I'm going as
Archmage.
Archmage.
That as
I'm not expecting to take any of the path abilities.
Why not?
Well, you get one for free.
Oh, right.
So the path ability I'm
fast
taking,
healing.
why not go for a champion then?
Let me check.
You still get the 5 hit points.
That's true.
The path ability I'm taking. Well, first of all, the path I'm going is Archmage, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The path ability I'm taking is the one that boosts my Sorcerer Bloodline by 4 levels.
Oh, jeez.
So it'll be counted as level 9, which is when you get all your good shit. I'll be able to do a giant fire blast on somebody that does a ton of damage, and then it also gives them fire vulnerability. And that attack also, I think, like goes through fire immunity as well or something. So it gains fire vulnerability. So, and then if I get Mythic Scorching Ray, that's doing like 100 damage.
So as one of your features, you get an Archmage Arcana. Have you taken a look at those?
Yeah, I already read the whole thing. I've already made my decisions.
Okay. I'm curious which one you're going to take.
You know what?
Which one? I already told you. I'm taking the Bloodline one.
Well, that sounds more like an ability. I'm talking about the Arcana, i.e. the Arcane Surge, Mage Strike, or Wild Arcana.
The first 3. Yeah, I might actually go champion because plus 30 movement speed is hilarious.
Yep, that is an ability for champions.
And once I put Mythic Haste on you, you will be
Hilariously fast.
Oh yeah, we get a Mythic feat, don't we?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I hadn't done that yet.
I haven't even looked.
You get a path ability and a mythic feat.
Yes.
And then we get a pool of mythic points to activate that
Correct.
chosen ability.
Correct.
Then we get
Well,
a permanent ability
they're-
for our first path.
They're
Yeah.
shared between your abilities and whatever uses mythic points, but you get a pool of them.
Okay.
It's
so
a small pool.
This basically counts as a class level, right? So like we
Mm,
get HP and skill points and that stuff.
on the
I don't
character
think so.
sheets. No, on the character sheets, I actually have to go into settings and change them to be mythic because it has places for all this stuff in there.
Okay. So we'll get
So
a
do that.
mythic feat at level 1. We'll get a path ability at level 1. We'll get a mythic path power at level 1, and we get a mythic pool.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yep.
it.
Okay.
That's all
So
we
like
get.
say I'm looking at Guardian on the SRD, and it's like Guardian's features. So there's Guardian's Call, and then I get all of those abilities or one of those abilities.
One of those.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You
It'd
get
be nice
one
if
of
they did
those-
indentation.
Yeah, you get to choose one of the listed abilities at the very beginning of the mythic tier that will tell you like choose one of these 3 or whatever. You have to permanently pick one of those, and then for tier 1, it's going to give you a giant list of like tier 1 abilities, and you choose one of those. Usually those are like just a permanent; they don't use your pool. Most of them are like that. So it's simple, really. It just gives you a lot of options. You don't get health or anything though. Unless you count the being harder to kill kind of thing.
Trying to see where the mythic stuff actually appears on your character sheet.
It's an entire different setting. I found it. It's under.
No, it's under settings, rule options, and there you can
Yeah.
check it for mythic.
And it's in abilities, by the way.
Abilities. Okay, thank you. I was looking for where that actually did something. Ah, there it is. Mythic path. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, all your stuff will be in the abilities tab on your mythic stuff will be in your abilities. All right. So good. And I think you can go into settings and change your own.
Yeah,
Yeah. You
yeah,
just
you can.
have to go under settings, rule options, and then there's a checkbox for display mythic items.
This is going to be a hard choice for me.
All right. So, while you guys are figuring out how mythic you
I
can
found
be,
something that could possibly help me get through DR.
There's a few of them, which
oh yeah, mythic has a ton of things to get through DR.
I need all of them.
No, you only need one.
Yeah. Well, I have my ability that, as a swift action, I can smack somebody to get through DR.
How do we get mythic spells?
So you have to take their either the mythic or the path ability or mythic feat. I don't remember which.
Yeah, there's one of each.
Yeah, for mythic spells, and then you get to choose. A
Choose
certain
one per
number of-
tier, so you'll only get one mythic spell, but
Right.
they're usually very worth it.
Yeah, but to cast it, you still need to use a mythic point. But even
Yes.
so, probably still worth it.
Yeah.
Depends on the spell.
And I need to go bio, so I will be back.
In fact, this is probably a good time for a bio break in general. Before I get to the next part, so
already.
why don't we take 5-10 minute break and be back by 8:45, or
Sure.
45 after whatever time period you're in.
Okay.
All right.
So that's one for the record books. I managed to kill something by opportunity attacking somebody with a hug.
I heard hug. What happened?
Where I'm being amused by the fact that you killed the thing by hugging Drake.
I think at that point the DM was just that's enough. No more hugs.
It is getting kind of weird.
It was great.
It was.
It was weird though. I won't deny that.
Oh, it was completely and utterly out of there.
So,
Funny.
I have a
as
question
hell.
for you guys.
Yeah.
For my past abilities, I can either, as a swift action, give one ally within 30 feet the ability to immediately make a single melee or range attack that adds my tier bonus and ignores damage reduction. Or, as a swift action, I can give my allies within 30 feet the option to re-roll any 1d20 roll after it's made. Which do you think is more useful?
Typically speaking, re-rolling d20s is generally more useful because it applies to not just attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks. Being able to roll the d20 is, and especially in a campaign that's a lot more RP focused, being able to re-roll a crucial skill check or saving throw is probably more useful than getting an extra attack, especially when a lot of us will be going for that extra attack because it lets us bypass DR.
I will say that you don't have it forever. You have to use it by the beginning of my next turn, and you have to take the result even if it's worse.
Well, I mean, if you've already failed,
Then there's no real.
yeah. Like,
Bad.
does it allow you to re-roll against an effect that's already affecting you?
It doesn't say.
Does it just say it gives you a re-roll against an effect?
This gives you and each of your allies within 30 feet the option to re-roll any 1d20 roll after the roll is made. That's it. It's a swift action, so I can't immediate action do this when you fail a save on your turn or on the enemy's turn.
Yeah. I don't know. I could see some really stingy, cheesy guys arguing that, but as it's worded, I think it's a matter of you have to basically it's a pre-roll thing.
So, should I get the thing that gives me dexterity to attack and damage?
Whoa! Where the heck is that?
Weapon finesse mythic.
Oh,
When using weapon finesse, you may also use your dex modifier instead of your strength modifier on damage rolls.
Jesus! Oh my god! You know what? That's actually not such a big deal for me because I already have insane base damage on my attacks, but
It increases my base damage by 4.
that is super useful for you.
Okay. That is the thing I'm getting at.
Yeah, like that basically saves you an amulet slot. That's huge for you.
What can I get away with leadership?
That depends entirely on the DM. Some DMs allow it in the full context, some nerf it, some just straight up don't allow it. I personally, I don't allow leadership, but I do allow my players to find cohorts if they roleplay well enough, and they have found quite a few over the course of the adventures. But leadership, it's either really, really good or really, really bad. No one's ever been able to find a way to make it decent.
My path gives it to me.
You'd have to take that up with Dev. He might make it so that you're like more noticeable on the planes, so like your diplomacy is farther reaching. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's as I said.
Leadership is the thing that gives you cohorts, NPCs, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I typically don't allow that because it's just broken for the most part.
Yeah, it says you gain leadership as a bonus feat. So
And you are...
I'm a marshal.
Okay.
I figure since I'm not going to be able to outdamage any of you, I might as well make everyone else do even more damage.
There is an. This is just an option that I've just thought of. There is an item or something that's like a flag, like a standard bearer kind of thing that you're supposed to like attach to a spear. It's like a magical item, but maybe you could replace leadership with that effect. I'm not sure what the item's name is, and I'm not sure what its powers are because I've never had anyone use it in my games. But I know that it exists. It's like
I know what you're talking about. Give me a second. I
will-
think it's a wondrous item.
I will figure out an equivalent or something that fits the theme of the path for you.
Marshal.
Yeah,
The
but yeah, the leadership feat I don't allow usually.
say
The
again?
Lord's Banner?
yeah, it was something banner.
Wait, what
I'll-
were you saying just now?
I always called it the
about,
Mount Blade banner.
Leadership.
I'm saying that no leadership I don't allow, but I will figure something out for the path that is.
Don't worry. Forget it then.
equivalent
I'll
or
just pick something
Is
else.
good. No, I don't mind. It's just
There's so many good things here that I can choose something else and be just as good. Marshall is all about
Alright.
support. I like everything on here.
all
I'm
right,
just
fair
wondering
enough.
if I should have an excuse to bring my character's twin brother in as a cohort.
Well, you can always bring him in as an NPC. Not necessarily as a cohort. That's all.
No, it's not as fun.
I am torn on which way to go.
I would think Hierophant's the way you want to go.
Here's something funny. I can get Swimming Master next level.
I
And have
know.
a higher swimming speed than Lotan.
Actually, that won't go true because I get an ability from a water kineticist that's like Slipstream, which basically makes me super fast in water. Also speeds up my land.
Ew,
Like, there's like I get. Well, I forget what it was. There's one that was like add plus 30 feet to your move speed, which is a mythic ability, and then I'll be getting plus 10 to my move speed anyways from that. So it's like 70 foot around Lotan. Which kind of defeats his purpose entirely, because then Blade Rush becomes useless. Because it's like, I can just get over there anyways.
Mythic
Would be
ability,
nice if there was
you
a
tend
mythic
to-
thing that let me critical more.
There is.
Oh god.
think
I can
there's
get
a
a
mythic feat for-
climbing speed.
There is improved mythic critical, I think, or something like that.
Oh god.
Mythic
Climbing
improved critical,
master?
I think.
Goodness.
If I really wanted to be nasty, mythic combat reflexes. On a build that ends up with like 40 foot reach.
Yep. As long as you have good decks, that's pretty disgusting.
No, mythic combat reflexes, it removes the dex cap.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it yet, so I don't know if I can take it yet.
Wow, that is disgusting.
I have to spend
Parrot-
a mythic point though.
Apparently, ooh, I can get a climbing speed too, which is hilarious. Or if I want to be really, really, really dumb, I can get one of the universal path abilities and give myself a legendary item.
I don't even. Oh, legendary item. Maybe an item that lets Lotan not be screwed over by planes.
That is something you can pick, yes.
The universal portal key.
I have plans. You just haven't even gone shopping yet, so.
Yeah.
I know. Also, I like this plane. This plane wasn't a dick to Lotan.
Also, for fun things, you know how ridiculous my intelligence rolls are at next level? When I get twice my intelligence bonus? There's a feat, path ability called Display of Intelligence. As a free action, you spend a mythic power, getting a plus 20 circumstance bonus on one intelligence-based skill check.
Well, it's not like you're failing knowledge checks now, to be honest.
No,
That
If it
that
was
seems
really-
like overkill.
it is entirely overkill.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the thing is, Syndra's gonna get overkill on her initiative anyways because of next level. From if I'm reading this right, it's like level 2, you get a bonus to your initiative.
Or tier 2, yeah, you do.
Or I shouldn't say next level because I don't think you level up Mythic the same way you level up by level.
No, you don't.
So.
No, you get mythic. You get mythic tiers through stories.
You can only go up to 5 mythic tiers.
In other words, you get mythic tiers when I say you do.
Can't you go up to 10 Mythic tiers?
Yes.
Typically, but not in my campaign.
Yeah,
We're
we're
only
not
going up to
3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What level 3 powers could I possibly decide to choose?
Just when we hit level 2 in the Mythic Haste, then everybody will have 2 standard and 2 move actions every round.
Oh, Lotan. Lotan's gonna love you. Double gather powers. Because there's no actually no, he can probably do the full round gather power. Because if you give him 2 standards and 2 moves.
Should I take for
Technically, a full
for
round
my-
action does take a full round, no matter how many standard actions you have. But we'd have to talk about that one.
Then he just double up on the gather power. It'd be like if you ever watched. No, wait, you've never seen Dragon Ball Z. You already said that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah. I
Oh,
don't
we
know.
have.
Yeah, it's like if Kaioken times 10. It's like
Eh.
power up 10 times quickly,
Hmm.
and then go all out.
Oh
All
god!
right, I got a question
Okay.
for my party.
Yes.
Should I, for my feat, take the one that lets me choose one mythic spell to cast?
Why not?
Yes,
Or-
always good option.
So, for example, my Scorching Ray would go from 8d6 plus 8, combining the 2 rays together. It
Of
would go
course.
from that into 12d6 plus 12 if I took Mythic Scorching Ray. 12d6 plus 12. Or, instead of taking the Mythic Scorching Ray for my feat, should I take Mythic Spell Focus? If I took Mythic Spell Focus, it would give me a plus 2 to my DCs.
If you
That
were
would stack with my previous plus 2
if
to
you
my
were
DCs.
looking at mythic spells that are good with the mythic spell thing, one of the ones I always recommend is Magic Missile. You should look at the mythic powers on that one.
Alright.
Also, if you're a sorcerer, that Mythic Magic Missile will really boost up your first level spell slots, if I remember what it is correctly.
Not sure about that one.
Those you still cast it as a first level spell?
Yeah, you still cast it as a first level spell, but you spend a mythic point or 2 if you want to augment it, although I don't think you can do that at tier 1, so the augmented magic missile is just disgusting. I know that.
So Mythic Magic Missile at my level would, all it would do is change each missile now does 2d4 plus 1 and bypasses the shield spell.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's
Yeah.
really that's
Yeah,
nothing.
that's not that great.
I
I just know that at
Scorching Ray.
high levels, magic missile becomes truly disgusting with mythic. I remember that. Let me look at my my old sorcerer villain that I used mythic for, and let me see what spells he has.
Oh, if you the augmented one, yeah, it doubles the number of missiles.
Yeah, so
And it bypasses spell resistance and spell immunity.
You know what that sounds like? Have you guys ever played Dragon Age Inquisition?
Yes.
Did you ever get the Trespasser DLC?
No.
Okay, so in the Trespasser DLC, there's this item that you can either find a schematic for or get through a War Table mission called the Blade of Tyradon or whatever, something or other, and it's a staff, but for some reason it's labeled under like a greatsword hilt, so no one ever really builds it. It's basically a mage staff that turns their staff attacks into a greatsword, which sounds like crap on everything but the kid, whatever the fuck the I want to call them the Kinetic Knights, the Eldritch Knights. It's decent on the Eldritch Knights, but the thing is, if you put an elemental rune on that weapon, you double the amount of elemental barrage you do.
I think there's something very noisy coming from your end. Alright, anyway.
Yeah, so you basically go from shooting 12 of your elemental barrages to 24, and they all proc the effects as per normal. So if you have, say, hidden blades, if you craft it and have hidden blades on hit, you can end up having like 7 or 8 hidden blades going off at once. And if you have the effect that reduces the elemental resistance, you can get them down to like minus 50 resistance. It was just absolutely disgusting. It's a one-trick pony, but that's... When you say double the amount of magic missiles, I immediately thought of that.
James, is that
also,
is that you?
Someone needs to stop playing with tinfoil.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise in somebody's background. I don't know if it's James or if it's Dave. I think it's James.
Me, and for some reason the mute function on my mic is
You have to
not
be
working.
focused on Skype and then control him. That worked. Thank you. Okay.
But the fun thing, I don't know what I'm going to be doing next. Feat-wise. Mythic feat-wise. If I ever.
Web is another fun mythic spell, by the way.
There's a lot of good mythic spells.
Yeah, there are. I'm just thinking low. I'm just trying to figure out low-level ones. I'm looking at... I don't know if you remember Mordecai, either you or James, but the big Cyclops dude from the last module I ran, he was a mythic sorcerer, and his spells that he took were Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Web, and Mirror Image that he got as mythic. They worked fairly well for him, I think. Of course, he was also a very high-level caster in general, so the spells in general were pretty decent to begin with.
The only problem I'm finding with Mythic is that Mythic was made before Occultist came out, the book. So it's like there's no Mythic thing specifically for Occultist-based classes. So like there's a lot of Mythic spells, but no Mythic wild talents. And nothing Mythic that affects my blasts, so...
Yeah, there's nothing that affects my hexes either.
Yeah,
no, there is. There are
unfortunate.
Mythic feats that affect hexes.
Are there?
There's actually the first feat listed as a feat that affects hexes.
And the Mythic rules weren't popular enough, so people haven't added Mythic stuff to those abilities, so... Tell you what, if you guys want to figure out something... I mean, look at the Mythic spells. I'll figure out Mythic abilities for your augmented... Or your kinetic powers, that sort of thing. Kind of in the same vein as Mythic spells. You'd have to take the Mythic feat for it, and basically I would treat them as Mythic spells.
Okay. Do Mythic spells have to require you to take a feat?
Yep.
Per spell? Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
No, just one feat in general. One Mythic feat.
Oh my god. I could cast Mythic Enlarged Person on low 10.
Okay,
Well, it's either
I will...
spell or feat. There's both.
I will say straight up that typically low 10 does not like being enlarged because it reduces every stat he needs and gives him nothing he needs.
Reduce.
Oh, you're a dex
Mythic
fighter,
reduce
okay.
person then. Make him tiny.
Yeah, if you reduce... because my size doesn't affect my blast damage.
Just turn him into like a little chibi gecko.
You can enlarge me instead.
Hey James, why wouldn't you do Hierophant out of curiosity? I mean, the main ability of an oracle is divine casting, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I am. I'm a Hierophant.
But I'm building my oracle more
Battle
up in your
oracle?
face. Yes.
Okay.
Also, I got the ability that allows me to use Dex for damage instead of Strength.
I
Which
might
is-
have to take that as a mythic feat because I don't really have any. You need a feat to qualify for a mythic feat, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I have weapon focus, weapon finesse, and point blank shot. So I'll probably have to take the weapon finesse one.
Well, there are some mythic feats you don't have to qualify for. For example,
Yeah,
I'm taking
most of them you don't.
extra mythic power.
Yeah. Most of them you don't, but yeah, a lot of them you do.
GM, I have a question for you. This is not going to happen until level 7, I guess.
Mhm.
But I intend to take extra traits to pick up both of the helpful traits. One of them was designed for halflings. One of them was designed for in general. Would they stack?
Repeat that again. Sorry.
On level
Would
7,
what stack?
both the helpful character traits.
What are helpful character traits?
No, that's literally what they're called, helpful. One of them is a combat trait that basically, when you do an aid another action, it's a +3 bonus instead of a +2. The other one is for halflings only, that gives a +4 bonus instead of a +2. Would those two stack?
Doesn't say what type of bonus it is, does it? Of course not.
Untrade.
Yeah, and typically untyped bonuses do stack, but that seems weird to make those stack, in all honesty, so I'm going to say no.
Okay, that's fine.
Here's a question for you, GM. For the abilities that say, like, you can expend a use of the mythic power to make melee attack or ranged attack as an additional attack.
Yeah.
Would you allow me to use that with a kinetic blast, assuming that it doesn't have cost to my burn? Or I guess I could take the burn.
You can just take the burn, yeah, sure.
Yeah, because
Okay, I dropped out. That was
Yeah.
That was not fun.
because it's like when it's like you can make a melee attack, it's like, yeah, but I don't want to make a claw attack because my claw attack is worthless.
No, that's fine. You can use the kinetic ability. I don't mind that. It's meant to be, well, it's meant to be anything but spells, basically. And even though thematically your blasts are kind of like spells, they're really attacks. In all honesty,
They're
specialized
treated as
attacks.
weapons for all intents and
Yeah.
purposes,
Yeah,
like,
no,
unless they're touch, but they're not.
yeah. Well, in that case, they'd be melee attacks. But yeah, yeah, no, that's fine. I don't mind. Now your abilities, that's a different matter. But your blast, that's fine.
Yeah, so like, well, there's my blast, but in order to do a melee attack, I have to use like kinetic blade or kinetic whip, which are blasts, but they're modified blasts. So there's 3 main things of kinetic abilities.
Mhm.
There are form infusions, which change the shape of my blast. There are substance infusions, which change the properties of my blast, and there's utility wild talents, which are like my spells, like my kinetic wall
Yeah,
or
no,
my familiar.
Right, those you could not use the extra attack for, but the infusions and the anything but utility is fine, I think.
Okay.
Alright, I got a question now.
All right, well,
So,
go ahead.
so if I take Mythic Spell Lore
Mhm.
for my feat,
Mhm.
and I choose Scorching Ray,
Right.
does that just permanently change my spell Scorching Ray into the Mythic version? Or?
No. Okay, so the way it works is your spell is cast as normal, unless you actually say at the time of casting that I am going to cast this mythically. In which case, at which time you put a mythic point into the spell casting, and it becomes a mythical casting of it. So every time you cast it, it costs a mythic point, basically. And you have 5 of those a day.
A day?
Mm-hmm.
The pool is refreshed the next day.
When you rest, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Every 24 hours, I think, is the least minimum time frame.
I can now possibly break DR soon.
Cool. May come in handy in this campaign.
Wow. It was Mythic Scorching Ray increases to 66 per ray. And the first ray bypasses fire immunity and resistance.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
And then I also, for my and also for my mythic ability for tier 1, I'm gaining a giant fire nuke that does a ton of damage and then gives them vulnerability.
There you go.
If only I was a fire kineticist. Well, if I was a fire kineticist, I would be giving them vulnerability to fire anyway.
Well, you can't be a fire kineticist. You get to choose another element as you level up.
Yeah, but I've doubled down into the melee kineticist role at this point.
Oh, that is hilarious. Imprinting Hand. I hit somebody with an unarmed strike, natural weapon, or melee touch attack. I can use it as a free action. As long as the target remains within a mile of me, I know where it is, how far away it is, and if it has any weaknesses or invulnerabilities. I think I know what I'm getting next level.
I don't think we get the mythic tiers every level. It's when major plot hits.
Yes.
Very rare.
Yes.
Also, I can't seem
When
to
I say
add...
level, I meant mythic tier.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was concentrating on something else. What's going on? Your character she's not working. You said.
Yeah, I can't seem to get the mythic abilities information to show up in the actual tab because there's no way to select it in the rules drop down.
Yeah, there.
I don't see an option here.
Click on the sheet configuration to collapse it. It's the third. It should be the third one down.
No, I'm not
After that.
saying that the tab doesn't exist. I'm saying that when you add an ability to that tab, if you select any of these rules, it just moves it to a different tab.
Oh yeah, no. If you have to go to the all tab to find it at that point. But yeah, mythic abilities. They let's see. There should be a category you can put it under. Guess not. It's weird. Should be.
Yeah,
there should.
Where in the settings do you add the mythic stuff?
Under the abilities tab. Oh, under settings, it's under rule options, I think.
Yes.
Here, let me do it on your sheet if you want. Also, I'd like to continue on at some point soon here.
Yeah, I'm all set. I'm just finishing up now.
Yeah, I'm not going to be ready with my character sheet because I have no idea how Mythic works, so I need to look at all the options.
That's fine. It's not going to be that important tonight. I just wanted to kind of familiarize you guys with it before we jumped into it next week. So,
one last question: how many surges do we get?
Sir, you get 5 per day. They're your mythic pool.
Got it.
So if you use a surge, you have 1 less mythic point to use on other stuff.
Understood. Got it.
All right.
I'm all set then.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, if I do, I'll contact you throughout the week.
Yeah, no, I'll be on. I should be on Discord all week, so feel free to ask in there, and I will answer as I can. All right. So, as the guy appears, hang on, let me. Yeah. Oops, that was the wrong thing.
Nope.
Oops.
Do not delete Corianis. We
All right.
kind of need him.
Right.
I deleted you on accident. Okay. Okay, so.
So is this the deadly chimera your thing was talking about?
Maybe,
Chimera.
Maybe.
maybe not. You guys will have to figure
We'll
that out.
find out.
Or I won't explain it, and you guys will just have to figure it out. At any rate,
Yeah.
the Trox appears, and in a deep, gravelly voice, he says, "I'm alive again. I see you have all survived thus far.
You're alive again?
Yes.
Technically not, but that's
Who?
besides the point.
Loten will ask the party, who is this?
This is the person that we saw in our vision when we died.
I am Urkal. If you wish to give me a name."
We can give you a name?
Urkel.
No, not Urkel. Urkal.
Oh.
Look
Bouquet.
me
God
in
damn it,
the
Dave.
eye.
You did this to me last campaign too, you bastard. Yes, the syllable that gets emphasized does matter, damn it.
Yes. It's okay. I am Tori Annis. Annis.
No, you're Torianus. There you go. You call him Urkel. I'm going to call you Torianus. There you go.
You know, if I call him Urkel, how would you make fun of
Urkel?
Lotan's name? Urkel.
Latin.
You mean Lawton?
Yeah, it
Now let's
doesn't
just
matter.
call him Steve.
Oh no, not Steve.
Or Bob. There we go.
Bob the All-Powerful, yes.
Dave.
We have a Dave, though.
We
Yeah.
have a Dave?
Yeah.
I think we have a Dave.
Yes, I'm Dave.
Oh,
We have a Dave.
I feel sorry for you.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if you ever heard there's commercials here in Saskatchewan. It's like there's the employee of the month and everyone else is just called Dave. they're just they're just hilarious little radio commercials, and it's like, look them up if you can ever find them. But I'm sorry that you're Dave.
All right. I will.
All right. So, we are... He thinks and closes his eyes for a moment. We're on Elysium. Good. As good a place to start as any. You have much work to do.
What do you mean?
Your missions, of course.
What mission?
Oh, yeah. He mentioned some missions the last time we saw him. We're working on that. We just had to do a quick side project with the Deva.
What did you guys sign me up to? Lotan will turn tomorrow. And say,
Yeah. What did you sign me up to?
Yeah,
Well,
we didn't.
what are you talking about? We're ghosts, remember? I don't have
Exactly.
to sign up with
Well,
anything with ghosts.
In case any of you have forgotten, here are your missions. You must learn to see forever. You must find the keys to magic. Find the one true path and befriend its guardian. Climb the highest mountain. Delve into the depths of madness. Bring love to the loveless. And escape the inescapable.
Well, we already brought love to the loveless, so
No, you have not.
Maybe it has something to do with that succubus, the love to the loveless thing.
well, there was the escape the inescapable thing, which was the cage that we had to escape. Actually, you know what? That basically, yeah, see forever, find the path, climb a mountain, delve down. That sounds a lot like the stuff he was going on about before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds... Yeah, quite possibly like the visions you guys were given as you became mythic. I'm sure there's no connection.
Yeah, there's no connection. Let's just all go
Not
back
at
to
all.
let's just all go back to Galarian and open up a potato farm, okay?
Excellent! Campaign over. See you guys next campaign.
Yeah.
Alright.
Goodness.
Oh, our cameras are all messed up to hell
Oh no.
Oh,
on the Twitch stream.
yes. Sorry, that's my fault.
We all look like purple bars
Yes.
right now.
Yeah, that's because I had Discord over Skype. Oops.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I look like a lizard. My camera's working perfectly.
What camera?
No,
Oh, there I am.
That's my picture, man. That's my face.
And pausing again.
By the by, I'm still waiting for that Chibi Lotan drawing.
Actually, yeah, let me get that to you now. Someone was the artist I commissioned stuff for sent me back a preview of Lotan only because you were the hardest one to draw.
Oh,
Aww.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'll link it in Roll20.
I eventually had to get Urkal commissioned because there was just no instances anywhere on the internet of a black screen Trox. Go figure. But I'm fairly happy with the results. So
Wow,
Wow,
and I
that's
actually
cool.
see this.
you know what?
I don't-
with the right coloration, I can live with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, he had trouble with Lizard Folk
Oh,
and
goodness.
Syndra, despite the fact that
Oh.
he drew a teeth.
Oh, crap.
It's just a rough draft. He'll make it better, obviously.
GM, why are you trying to terrify me?
excited to show you the drawing. It's a pretty cool drawing.
It is a very cool drawing.
Wait, so he can draw Urkal, but he can't draw lizard folk?
No, I didn't
What?
draw this. Oh my god. My artistic
No,
talent is on the range of stick figures on a good day. No, I got this commission from an artist.
I think it's a different artist.
I'm gonna show the
Oh, yeah.
drawing to stream.
Different artist.
Yeah.
Don't show the drawing to stream. Lotan
It's a rough
is,
draft. That's not even what it's going to look like at the end.
but it's too cute for them. They don't deserve it.
They do, since the person on the stream is my friend.
All right, well,
And
let's
if you
look at
don't
it.
send it, I will.
No, Lotan wouldn't say it like that. He'd say it, I heard her. I am Lotan. Because Lotan has that really dumb high-pitched voice because I suck at accents.
Yeah. Let's see.
Alright, so as you guys are sitting there talking with Urkal, let's see, who was this? Oh, that's right. Okay. A rather tall angel. And this actually isn't an Astral Diva. This is something else, but I haven't.
Is it a solar?
Yeah, it's a solar.
Oh, criminy.
And he basically floats down from the sky and lands next to you guys. He says, "A celestial event has occurred. I saw the rebirth." And he looks at Urkal. Not what I was expecting. But I think that it is good. It is what this place needs. What fate needed. And so, in the name of Shellen, I greet you and invite you to dine with me for a while, because we have much to discuss.
Done.
All right, and he specifically smiles at Mara as he's saying this. All right. So he snaps his fingers, and all of you disappear.
Disappeared.
You appear in a feast hall outside the forest. Well, it's not a hall. It's more of a huge feast set up outside the forest. Lots of tables and things like that. And the entire host of good that you saw earlier is there, and they're beginning to queue up for food, that sort of thing, and laughter and merriment, and everybody's seeming to talk to each other and mumble about the new being that has appeared. And you guys appear in the midst of all this with your solar, and everyone, as quickly as they see him, they go to one knee and they bow. And eventually he motions them all to stand up, and they do so, and feasting goes on. And he smiles at all of you and says, "This is in your honor. You have done well."
Oh, thank you. We were just doing what we could to help out Elysium and Shellen, of course.
Shellen is pleased.
Oh, that makes me very happy.
Yeah.
It should. All right. I gotta wait here for a little bit. Okay, so that's good. All right, so the feast takes place, and basically the diva sits you at his table, and you guys are all the guests of honor, including Urkal, and everybody wants to talk to Urkal. Of course, they all want to know what he is and why doesn't he look like either a Beeblith or a diva. And in fact, during dinner, that actually comes up a little bit in the conversation. The Solar seems to be somewhat surprised that Trox, or that Urkal looks like he does, and he mentions that he was definitely not what he was expecting. And neither was he expecting the Red Rain, which seemed to have all sorts of significance on the celestial level. He doesn't really say what significance it was, but he said it was definitely significant. You seem to have gained something from it as well, he says. And we shall see what you do with your newfound power. But as a reward, we have some things for you. Since my Shellen has seen fit to grant you boons for your great bravery and fortitude in your task.
Oh crap! God gifts.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
from the best god too.
Okay, it's not the best god, but I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
She is a paladin, yes.
Obviously, the best god is your ancestors.
So,
Which is Shellen.
beside each of you, a small chest. Beside each of you, a small chest appears, and you guys obviously jump onto the chest and start digging through them immediately because you're adventurers and you like loot. And
No, what are you talking about? Have you seen Lotan? What does Lotan use? He doesn't even know how to open the chest. Probably. Well, no, they have chests, I guess.
oh, it's not
Wizard
locked.
Folk.
Yeah, it's not locked.
Like Lotan will open it, but he's not going nutso at it. Like
Jasmine does, because
Okay.
Sorry,
Jasmine's
my
phone died.
internet was acting weird. I don't know what happened.
Well, welcome back. Basically, what happened while you were gone, you guys are the guests of honor at a feast put on by the Solar, and
Awesome.
and he congratulates you for doing well. The result, and he looks at her call, was definitely not what I expected, but it works. And in reward for your bravery and your great fortitude during the quest, Shellen has gifts for you, and a small chest appears next to each of you. And that's where we left off, or that's when you appeared.
Also, out
So
of
now we have
character,
2 chests.
No.
Oh,
we have 6, to my knowledge.
Yeah, one for each of you.
said a small chest appears next to us twice, though.
Dave,
Damn it,
don't
Dave.
push your luck. Dave, quit being such a Dave.
Everyone but Dave gets
Are we
2.
all like
Dave gets
gathered
none.
right beside each other? So then, like, the chest appears right beside us, but then the next person's chest technically is right beside us as well.
No, they are directly behind you. So no, there's no
If
confusion.
you look under your chair,
And you get a chest, and you get a chest.
All right. So inside the chest, there are several thousand gold pieces. There is a magical gem of some sort. And one other item, which I will tell you this week, because it is unique to your characters.
Okay, so can I get that again so I can put it in a notepad? I wasn't ready for that.
I'll type it all out in Discord. Or,
Okay.
yeah. Also, I might want to mention how many gold pieces.
Yeah, that is. I need to. Well, here. Tell you what. Whoever is feeling lucky, roll me a d6.
I'll
You think
do it.
low 10? You think low 10 feels
Ah.
lucky?
All right. Well, first one to roll was Jasmine, so you each get 4,000 gold.
Off by 2.
Off by 2.
Sorry. But it's not Syndra.
Luckily, it wasn't
so-
Syndra.
I mean, this is my god. I have to be able to roll well.
There you go. But the item that is unique to you, I will basically work with you this week to figure out what it is that you would help you the most and is something you want, because that basically it's kind of a gift of your desire, that sort of thing is the boon. So I'll work out within reason what it is that you guys want. As for and I think that's about it for tonight. This is probably a good good stopping point, unless you guys want to do some more, go back to Sigil, that sort of thing. But
If we don't have anything pressing to do plot related, I would say go back to Sigil just so that we would have time out of session to buy stuff. Unless there's like a market here we can buy stuff at.
you want to go back to Sigil for that for sure.
Yeah.
And actually, there is some things that you guys might want to look at in Marketplace, which
Who is holding the feast for us specifically?
the Solar of Shellen.
I'll probably talk to Mara. I have questions, or Syndra has questions about Shaylin.
Okay.
She's the goddess of art, and she's also the one that just had the Solar appear of, right?
Right.
Okay.
You said something about a magic gem also.
Yes, the gem is an Ioun stone, and I will also work with you this week determine which type of Ioun stone that is for each of you.
Okay.
I don't suppose it's possible for me to actually meet with Shellen.
No.
No, I figured.
No, the Solar is probably about the closest you're going to get right now, in all honesty. Which, to be
I
honest,
can definitely
is
talk to him if I want.
a lot better than
It's
most
cool.
characters your level do. So
Yeah. Solars will kill us if they ever
Solars are-
decide they need to.
Solars
Solars can
are
kick the
badass.
ass of level 20s.
yeah, they're
I
If I
would
remember
not-
correctly.
Solars
Why
are Solars are the pit fiends of heaven, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't attack him off the bat. He's like the liaison for my goddess.
Pretty much, yeah. About the closest thing to an avatar you're going to get.
Yeah.
So I wonder if I could ask him for his autograph, and that would count as Shellen's.
No?
Nope. He says, "I'll give you something better," and he hands you a painting that he did himself.
Yes. What's the painting? Like, is it of him or someone else?
No, it's of a beautiful mountainside, and he points to off in distance at a range of mountains here in the Principality. It says, "I was struck one sunrise by the beauty of the sun rising over the mountains." And he points to a mountain, and you can see it in the picture. It's basically got God rays, of course, coming out over the mountains as the sun rises. and it is the most beautiful painting you have ever even imagined. Not necessarily because of what the subject is, but because how well it was painted. So,
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping this.
yeah, it's
Be
pretty
careful
valuable,
though. If you've ever watched South Park, you know, once you see the funniest thing ever, all other humor loses meaning. You just saw the best painting ever, so now, you know.
No, I have
everything
to be
else
better
will pale
than
in
this.
comparison.
I'm pretty sure that's actually a
Right.
plot point in the Icewind Dale trilogies. There's like a dwarf, and he makes the best hammer he'll ever make, and then he just realizes what he did, and he's like, "Shit, I shouldn't have done that." And then he just never picks up the anvil again because he realized he'll never be able to top that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Actually,
then
a
that's
fairly
like
common theme in
Yeah.
literature.
Well, with me, I'm gonna be trying to do better than this because if I can paint something better than a solar of Shellen, no less, what does that make me?
Well, it's definitely something to aspire to. No
Well,
question
either
about it.
way, I'm going to thank him profusely for this. It's an absolute honor to receive this painting, and I plan to cherish it forever.
He smiles and said, "It was but the thought of a moment. I'm sure you could do better someday."
Well, I doubt I could now, but I'm definitely aspiring to match it in quality.
You know, Mara, there is one way you can make that painting look even better, and that's to set it ablaze, because
No,
art
stay away.
is an inferno. As we all know, art is an
Lotan, can
inferno.
you just douse her with water or something?
Lotan thinks the painting would be Lotan, having picked up paintings out of shipwrecks before, thinks the painting would look much better if it was wet.
You're all
I'll just cast
my
create
painting.
water up right above Lotan's head, and he gets drenched with 12 gallons of water.
If Lotan sees you do that, he's going to use hydrokinesis to grab the water
here
above
we go.
him and then make it into like a scarf and wear it.
Jasmine's in the background just laughing. Just utterly
Don't
breaking down.
don't try to create water. Oh, Lotan will also create water on top of you, I guess, because he thinks that was such an amazing gift. You gave him water, so he's going to use his own create water to create water on top of you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sploosh.
If you're gonna challenge Lotan to a super soaker fight, you better have a high powered hose because you're not gonna win.
All right,
Also,
so
sweat, so.
the feast continues, and you guys spend the night in one last night in Elysium, and in the morning you head back to the gate to Sigil, and a couple of the hosts go with you to wish you safely off, as does Urkel, and and you guys go through the gate without any problems. Elysium seems to be back to being peaceful again. You have a point, Mark.
Took you long enough.
You have a point. At any rate, you step through into Sigil and back into, or back near the great gymnasium where you came in before, and we shall get back to, or we'll pick up next week with the after effects of this adventure. But in the meantime, you guys can definitely go shopping in Sigil.
And XP.
And XP, which I'll give.
Yeah.
Whoever's pounding really hard.
We get
on the keyboard,
more
please
XP
mute
for having
yourself.
our cameras on, right?
Well, no, but I do appreciate it, and I think the session went much better because of it. Actually,
All right.
I think it was great to see everyone's reactions to things. I know it helped me.
Yeah.
We all laughed. Why do I have the max dex?
Yeah, I would definitely like to continue using cameras if you guys don't mind.
Because of encumbrance, of course.
So there is a couple things that when you go shopping next time, you'll have you'll find some stuff that you guys might be interested in buying, along with their prices and stuff. So the first thing that you find in the shop, and I'll go through where you find this stuff later, but for now, just know that this is available.
Jewelry.
Lotan, no.
They're all open. Just move it.
Oh. Lotan sees spell key and he is giddy.
Yes, I finally figured out the rules for them, and I decided to write them up.
Oh, there's 3. Okay. Wow.
Oh, that's cool. So he can use his power normally on any plane.
Right. Well, with enough money, sure.
So it's basically a microtransaction.
It is. It's per plane.
Oh my god!
Oh, you want to play this character? That'll be 75.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
not
know.
75.
Which is
750,000.
why I'm seriously consider. Like, it's not bad on planes like this, because Lotan can use his powers on the lawful and neutral planes normally. It's whenever he's at a chaotic plane that it starts to get distorted.
You know what? It's still better than what it could be. It could be one of those random surprise boxes that have different effects. So, like, you have to roll a dice to figure out if your power works or not. Otherwise, you get a low-powered HP potion instead.
Oh,
So,
those things.
at
Those
any rate,
things. Terrible.
The spell key, the higher level spell keys are obviously things to aspire to, but the good news is these are like weapons and things like that, where you can start off at the low level and just enchant it more later as you go. So, and it costs the difference between the two. So
Here's a question for you. When you have the additions to the spell keys, you do realize that basically none of those work for my kinetic blasts, right?
Unless you
Because there are no unless you're resistance, you mean AC.
no
Because there are no resistances, or well, maybe to DR, but
DR is different than resistance.
yeah, because there is no resistance on physical blasts at all.
Then
No
DR would
immunities or
affect it.
resistances, so none of those.
No, DR
additional
would affect
stuff.
physical class.
Yeah, he's talking about
Yeah.
DRs.
Yes. Basically, there's absolutely zero reason for Lotan to get the additional things, because none of those will work for him.
Well,
yeah, but that
so
compass
keep in-
looks
so
really
keep in,
nice.
So keep in mind that if you use fire on even a physical fire blast on a creature that's immune to fire, it's not going to do anything to them because they're immune to fire.
Unless you have the plus
damage-
5,000.
Well, yeah,
Well, that's just it. There is no physical fire. Fire
Yeah.
is only damage.
Yeah.
I am physical fire incarnate. Thank
well,
you.
if it's actual physical or damage like that, then DR would apply.
Well, how about this instead? A water elemental. He has water
Mhm.
as an element.
Yeah.
Water does bludgeoning damage. It doesn't do water or cold damage.
Right.
So the
yeah.
water elemental would still be hit by it normally.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I agree.
my
Anything
my
that-
water kinetic blast already hits water elementals, because the water elementals aren't actually they aren't immune to water kineticist blasts. They're immune to cold damage, but I don't deal cold damage. Just like hitting them with a mace.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. If it's physical damage, it's going to apply towards DR. If
Yeah.
it's energy damage, it's going to go towards resistance.
Yeah. So the second table is basically for the sorcerer.
Well, it's for energy damage,
No.
basically, yeah. But
Um,
there are things that are immune to physical attacks too.
The spell keys could be used for divine casters as well.
Yep, they can.
Because if we go into a plane where, let's say, healing, I can't
Negative
think of what
energy?
school
Mhm.
is that from?
Uh,
I want to say
give me a second.
divination. I want to say.
Divination is well.
Well, there are definitely planes
You're-
where divination just doesn't work normally.
Exactly.
You know
So
what
we would
you
want
could
a
do
key
too?
for.
What you could do to alleviate this is resistances could mean both energy and damage, depending on which one is more appropriate for that.
It is.
So,
It already is that way.
for,
That's how it is. He just didn't put that
Well, I didn't
completely
think
on.
I didn't
You
think
see that was my question, because when you said resistance, of like so elemental resistances, but
well, because
not
normally
DR.
normally physical applies towards physical, and that's just DR.
Which is damage resistance.
Yes.
Right.
That's
So what he's saying, he thought that it was energy resistance only because it's called resistance.
Well, that's
what
what
you're
I
saying is
that
all
was
resistance.
what I had in
is
mind
damage
when I
and
created
energy.
these. Yeah.
Well, if you read the note, it also says note can replace spell school with kineticist elemental focus.
Right. So that would mainly apply towards energy. But yes, when I wrote this up, I was thinking about energy attacks. But yes, it would also be if you have something that would normally do like a water-based physical attack, and this would either have the DR or negate the DR or whatever, as if it was a resistance. But it would have to be. It would still only apply to like a single type of attack, a water attack, in other words. Depending on the type of spell key, if that makes sense.
Yep.
I still need to figure out whether or not I can silver my claws. That is something I should probably figure out and talk to you about, Lee.
Yeah. I'm sure there's been questions on the net about that, actually.
What's your race?
Tiefling.
Tiefling. Because an Azamar could.
Could how?
Azamar
don't have claws.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
not
but
usually.
I don't think they get claws.
It's a feat you have to take. Angelic flesh. You take a -2 penalty on disguise and stealth checks, and then you gain an affinity to a certain metal. And if you pick silver, your natural attacks become silver as far as determining DR. So if you had claws or wings and did a wing attack, they count as silver.
We might be able to do something similar with what I'm doing, Lee. If that's okay.
Like, I went with steel, so if I were to use a claw attack or a wing attack, it's cold iron.
Yeah, so you can do it with the feet, I'm sure. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that you can do it with just
money.
With just money, yeah. And there's lots of questions about it. I haven't seen a lot of answers though.
There is a item called the cat claws that are used for cat folk that basically lets them have weaponized claws.
Mm-hmm.
There might, if tieflings have most tieflings have claws, that might be something a tiefling could buy. It's basically, if you're proficient in natural weapon claw attacks, you're proficient in those weapons. And they allow you to like enchant your claws, but only claws. They don't allow you to do with bite attacks or tail attacks.
I only have claws. So what is it called?
It's in the cat. It's literally in the cat folk character thing in D20, I think.
You could get Magic Fang too, and make it permanent. That gives you.
You could also get Claws of the Ice Bear. Very good item.
How much is that? There's cat phone.
Yeah, I don't. James, you mute when you type. It's really loud. At any rate, there are. As far as I can tell, it's actually intentional that you can't make you can't use material types for natural attacks. You basically have to buy some kind of weapon that would fit over your claws or use a
act
permanent
like
spell
claws.
or something. Yeah, but then you need proficiency in it. So I'm not sure how that would work. what I recommend is doing some research on it. And
I love that it just posted the claw blades thing, and I heard a cat mew in the background.
Yeah,
Sounds like that.
I'm looking that up. It's if we can get a slightly modified claw blades, since I have it, I have claws. I did spend a racial trait for it.
Cat
So-
folk have to do the same thing.
Yes.
So, is there a proficiency required for those, or are
Uh,
those work?
With
No.
the claw, racial traits are proficient with this.
Okay.
So technically proficient already.
And it's only the price of the item is per hand, so it's not like you enchant a pair. It's like you'd enchant one hand at a time.
I
that
would much
makes
rather
sense.
just spend a modified angelic flesh feat.
But yeah, the cat claws seem like a reasonable rule compromise, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. And the thoughts on possibly doing something akin to the angelic flesh?
I don't know what is angelic flesh.
That feat.
Alright. Prerequisites: angelic blood and an Aasimar.
Yeah. Maybe a modified version of that. Because I'm I'm almost certain I'm
There's
a
nothing-
modified tiefling.
There's nothing equivalent for tieflings.
Let me check. I don't think so.
Demonic flesh or something.
Again, checking. Let's see. Oh, I didn't actually change my race trait. That's hilarious.
Just remember, it requires the angelic blood feed as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. If you're willing to spend 2 feet on something, I'm happy to give it to you. But that's a pretty steep price, I will say.
Oh, yeah. I'm willing to do it, too.
No?
I just need to figure out how.
Yeah, I'm willing to allow it. Give me some reasonable substitutes for a tiefling. But yeah, it'll cost the same amount of feats as it would for an angel or for an Aasimar. I'm not sure the benefit's worth it. For you,
2 feats on a not really feat intensive person. Because
but-
to be honest,
there's always feats that you can use.
there's always I can, yes. That is a thing, yes.
I have a question for GM here. You know, continual flame.
Yeah.
You know, it's a ever burning torch. You know, whatever spell item.
Not sure they exist still, but yeah. Not sure they
Yeah.
have those in Pathfinder, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes, they do have those in
Do
Pathfinder.
you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ever burn or continual flame, ever burning torch, whatever.
Okay.
Could I take some lessons from Mara and put my own Syndra spin on it and give people tattoos that were on fire permanently?
I don't know anything about tattoos.
Well, you can do like spell tattoos, so why couldn't I do a continual flame tattoo on somebody and like draw a shape and it'd be like burning permanently, but it would be like heatless fire? That'd be
What
awesome.
makes you think I can do spell tattoos? I don't even have spell casting.
Well, I'm just talking about the actual like artwork.
You could
You know,
have the same
I
effect
can
with
handle
an
the
illusion.
magic.
An illusion would have the same. You could do with the same effect.
Oh, it's got to be real fire. Doesn't
Real fire.
count. It's not art if it's not real fire.
Real fire would actually damage you, though.
Continual
Ex-
flame. Doesn't burn you.
Huh.
Would somebody with fire resistance be able to get an actual fire, like burning fire
Right.
tattoo, without getting hurt?
Probably. Depends on how
The
strong.
question
fire
is,
but
do we want someone
just so
with
you
a
know, if you
continual
have-
torch right there in the middle of the party?
If you have a fire resistance 6, you could literally go to sleep in a burning building and you'd be fine. Because fire damage can only do 1d6 per round to you. So you could literally sleep in like a burning inferno.
That's
I am-
until the building collapses on you.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I guess.
details.
But still, that's pretty cool. Though. Just
I
kinda
am
like how
very
Lotan
close.
could,
I am very close to that.
Alright.
By the way.
just like how Lotan could sleep underwater, I think.
No, I can't actually. That's the caveat with lizard folk is that they get this swim speed and they're like, "Oh, you're so great in water, but you actually don't breathe underwater."
That's
It's
strange.
like a crocodile. Yeah.
I used to play
I can
Undyne
cast
in
an
this
air
one
bubble
game.
on you.
There's actually, I was looking at it, there's a few of the path abilities universal. Like there's one where it's like you don't have to eat or breathe. And it's like going into earth and water kineticist, not having to breathe is a huge thing because that means I never have to leave underground. Or I never have to leave the water.
Couldn't
I
Ring of
have almost
Sustenance
that.
do
I have
that
the
for
one
you?
I don't have to eat, breathe, or sleep.
Okay,
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
For my weapon thing.
Like there's a lot of thematic path or universal path abilities that would work really good with Lotan, but the problem is I only have so many I can take, and I actually have to pick something that's useful.
Alright, so in case you guys missed it, 2,500 XP for tonight.
We level up. Well, I level up anyways.
I'll level up.
That one guy was worth 2,500 EXP
Well,
for
sort of.
6 players.
Sort of.
Sort of.
It was more the final part of the adventure, the choice you made, and all sorts of stuff like that. It was the culmination XP mainly.
Did we do good?
Actually, you did. You
So what you're saying is that our good deed to location engine is off the charts right now.
God damn it.
Well, we literally teleported across the plane to a feast hall, so I'm assuming we actually overflowed that engine.
I think he was cursing by minimum HP
yeah.
gain.
So Dave, I
In
want
comparison to my maximum
I
HP gain.
recommend you look at training for Pathfinder and increasing your hit points that way. All of you might be interested in that, but especially Dave, since he always rolls ones.
Hey, Lotan will take that. But let's give
Mainly it
Kineticist
takes time and
right.
money.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to buy 2 silvered cat claws. If that's okay.
Fine with me.
Aw, am I the only one who's 5th level still?
Yep.
Probably.
You'll catch up.
Ding, level 6 for me. Which means more skills. Did I not? I didn't. Ding, level 6.
So it was plus 2,500, you said, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and I put the loot in the announcements room as well. And
Just out of curiosity, is anyone else looking at that planar compass? Because I could see this being a really good group item, but not everyone needing it.
I'm not. You can go wild. Let's see. Okay, so I rolled a 3 on that.
Why are we rolling knowledge checks? Just to
Proof
see
of
how
concept.
a proof of concept. I think you've proven your concept quite well.
Sorry, James. There's a note for you on the announcements as well. Sorry, you don't get the gem.
What? No.
James didn't get a gem. He wasn't here long enough in the adventure, but he also got full starting cash for his level, so it kind of balances out.
He has a lot of cash that we don't.
Well, he had, but yes.
Had a lot of cash that we don't.
Is
So
the
it
new
evens
guy? Is he 5th level with me, or is he also 6th level?
He started at 6.
Oh,
How far away are you from 6?
okay.
Well, problem is you missed 2 sessions, and you get half XP for when you miss a session like that. So.
Oh, I thought I got no XP.
No, you got.
Nope, you got half.
Oh, well, I'll probably get it by next session, then I'll be okay. If I get half.
For your 2 sessions, I think both of those were 1,500 each for you. So you should have an extra 3,000 beyond what I've gotten, or you've gotten for sessions that you've been here.
Let's see here.
That might actually put you above the line for 6.
I didn't know I got half. Hold on. And we're doing medium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
15.
So, what's better, cold iron or
5,500.
silver?
Depends on
I'm going to tell you right now, I have cold iron.
Okay, silver then.
My morning star is a cold iron morning star.
Cold iron is typically good against devils, I think, and silver is against demons, or the other way around. I don't remember which, but
I get Elemental Overflow Mark II.
Yeah, I'm
Love.
about 2,000 away, so
okay,
I'll
you'll
get it
probably
next
get it
session.
Yeah. You're close.
Oh, sweet. I get size bonuses to ability scores.
So, if we're shopping, getting 2 silver-lined cat claws cost me 650 gold.
Okay. So go ahead and do your shopping offline. Next time,
Okay.
I'll have a bit of a description of some of the things you find in the bazaar and where you find them. Because there's some interesting things you guys are going to encounter in the stores. So I want to go through that in game. But as far as buying the items themselves, as long as they're relatively mundane items, go ahead and just buy them. What you got. So.
I didn't know we got a gem worth 10,000.
Yes.
That
was buried under the gold.
Yes.
You said there was an item or a weapon for each one of us, but you'll tell us about it later.
Yes, I'm going to work with each of you individually during the week to figure out 1, what it is you want, and 2, what it is I'm willing to give you. So somewhere between those 2 is probably what you'll get.
Okay.
Oh, I've got all this money to spend.
So think of your task for this week is basically to think of something that would be interesting and reasonably power appropriate for your level.
I already got it.
So.
Or do you want us to include Mythic tier in the level?
No.
Level 6.
No, Mythic tier never counts. It never counts with level.
So do we get to decide the Ion Stone?
Within reason, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll figure out an upper gold limit for it basically, and there's probably some that I just won't allow in general, but
6.
most I probably will.
So when it comes to the ion stones, we're talking a ion stone, not a cracked or flawed one.
Probably. I know
Okay.
that some of the cracked or flawed have powers that people want anyway, but
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, like I mean, for example,
And what about this gem?
the gem is just a money item.
How much is the gem worth?
10,000.
10,000.
10,000. How many ways is that going to be split?
That's per
We
person.
each get it.
Oh, per person?
Yeah.
Except Drake, or what's his
Yeah.
name?
Yeah,
doesn't get
all
it?
of you got a gem, and I'm still
Yeah.
searching my chest for
Oh,
it.
okay.
To be fair though, we have gone many sessions without payoff and many levels
Mhm.
without payoff, so
Right.
we were well behind the gold per level curve.
And the
I had-
DM recognizes that, so
I had 2,000 gold before this.
Yeah, we had probably about like 2,000 gold a person for like the first 6 levels.
We started level 3. We are now level 6. We
How much gold coins did we get a piece, not including the gem?
4,000.
Mhm.
Okay, and I haven't spent any of my money since
So
the
you-
beginning of this campaign.
You have a ridiculous amount of money.
You probably got about 20k somewhere in there.
Around
Okay.
there.
I have
Depending on
22,000.
22,
I have
yeah.
22,000
Can
gold.
anybody do bleed damage?
No.
No.
If
Oh,
I'm
God,
bleeding,
but-
I can.
No,
It's
that's
just I'm doing it to
taking bleed
myself.
damage. There's a
If
difference
I
between
am
doing
bleeding-
bleed damage and taking bleed damage.
If I am bleeding, anything evil, or let me read up on that.
Hey, real
Okay.
quick, guys. Just want to say bye to everyone on the stream. Thanks for watching.
Mhm.
But I will be on Discord later to talk with all you guys and everything. I'm gonna go have a smoke, and I'll talk to you on Discord about the session and everything. But real quick before I go, I wanted to make sure Trevor knows my character wanted to have like some interactions with Mara about Shaylin and teaching her how to like do like art or painting, and she's gonna try to do the whole tattoo thing and stuff. But
Your
Yeah,
character,
yeah.
your
Just,
character might really be interested in pyrography then, which is the art of making artwork in wood by controlled burning.
oh, that's cool. But I'll talk to you guys on Discord later.
See
If
ya.
that's okay, Lee.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
Of course.
Yep.
later
see ya.
tonight, I'm just gonna go have a smoke, make something to eat. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
All right.
great.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll
thanks for
be
ha-
in
thanks
Discord
for coming.
later.
See you later.
Yeah.
See ya.
That's actually a pretty
Yeah.
good stopping point for all of us, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. If there's anything special about tonight you really liked or disliked, go ahead and either send it in Discord or say it out loud now. It's up to you. And I will. As far as I know, we're gaming next week. Although I know James won't be here. Is anybody else not planning to be here next week?
I should be here.
Okay.
I'll be here.
I should be here. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I also have
cool.
friends who like enjoying watching us.
Oh, that's great,
So.
actually. The more the merrier. Happy to have viewers. I have noticed that my viewer count has been slowly rising over the week, so that's actually really, really awesome. And I'm very happy
I've been
about
telling
that, so
people
thank
whenever
you.
I can to watch.
And I greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And if anybody who's viewing the stream likes it, go ahead and send me a follow, or go ahead and talk and chat. We love to hear from you. And in any case, we will be back next week, and hope you guys have a great week. And
But goodbye.
Yep. I'll see you later.